All right then. All right then. Hello, everyone, and welcome to from the Ink Up week 40. I I am your host Kaiser, back again for the umpteenth time, and and with me tonight is my co-host.
Yeah. Hey guys, my name is Neptune. I've been coming around here these last couple of weeks here for FTIU, but recently I've been really interested in like these new maps here, and gonna get into these games soon. But I believe the first game is gonna be Splat Zone Ship-Shape Cargo, if I'm correct.
I probably.
Probably, yeah. I'm looking at the groups right now here. Splat Zones here on Ship-Shape Cargo here. This is going to be pretty interesting stuff here. We're going to be having Squip here versus half and half, right? I don't know. This map is one of those weird things. Just like when you have a new map introduced into the map pool here, it's just going to always throw a wrench in like people's plans because they're always scrambling to figure out what works best for their team and how they can implement it in their strategy to be able to hit that win condition.
When it comes to ship-shape zones, at least, I have not played it a lot, so I will be making any judgments on the fly during this.
Definitely. Last time I was judging people, it was when they're wearing their Splatfest tees in the middle of the tournament. But
Let's go.
I feel like a lot of Splatlings here. This is a Splatling heaven I've seen quite a bit. A lot of different weapons can work here because there's just a lot of inkable surfaces. Just move around, express yourself, right? But hey, it is from the ink up here. A lot of interesting weapon choices do come out. Perhaps a Dynamo Roller might just pop out of nowhere and just surprise us all. Or we might just see the Trident do Splash-O-Matic.
Dynamo, oh no.
Dynamo, oh no. We're not saying Dynamo, oh no, as in we're afraid of it. It's like Dynamo, oh no.
Oh no, it's just a case of, oh, great, my favorite.
Your favorite here.
I love that weapon.
We love a hype Dynamo player here, especially from Big Cup. Come on. Yeah. We should be getting started shortly. I believe we are running into like some problems with these two teams here. Just please remain patient, folks. But I don't know. All this excitement's just building up for me. I don't know about you, Kaiser.
I've been here. That's all I can say.
Been here for a while. The excitement's slowly leaving you.
I have been here since when did I first start commentating? I first started commentating from the Ink Up, I think at like week 5 or something.
Week 5 and we're on week 40, so dude, 35th anniversary. Let's celebrate.
Oh, I'm old. Let's go.
Hey, nothing wrong with being old here because from the Ink Up here, it's not about how old you are, it's about how good you are at the end of the day in these games here. But hopefully we can get into these games soon.
Yeah, there was a good stretch of time. It was like 10 or so FTIUs in a row where I just was comms. That was like
crazy.
End of S2 and like the first like half of S3. I was just on comms constantly.
That is insane. Oh my goodness here. Let me see here. I'm looking at the situation here in the bracket, see if there's anything else that we can see. But okay, we are getting into the game
starting
finally.
And our streamer has the Splatoon has Splatoon 1 colors for the loading screen. They probably used the Ink Opus Plaza.
Well, anything else here from Splatoon 1 here? We see the shot and the vanilla slosher, as well as some other Splatoon 1 favorite weapons being pulled out here.
And surprisingly enough, there's only one Zuka in this entire lobby, which is not something I am used to seeing.
Yep, Zuka has been a very popular special as of late, but currently speaking right now, it's just like, I feel that a lot of ship shape right here is just a matter of getting through mid here, and the fizzy bomb pressure is getting pushed on this knot here, and they're not going to be able to get into the right positions that they really want to be in.
Zuka tries to find one with that shot. Does actually make it out of the lives. Cooler has been popped, meaning the shot is now gonna go in, and we will know what happened to the shot. It is dead. It's bad.
I lied. Yeah, the drinks here are definitely going to be getting a lot of staying power, right? Because a lot of these comps I'm noticing right here, as of late, are just relying on Cooler here, just be able to just keep the momentum going, whether just to push in or just hold their position here, right? Cooler's been such a huge staple of a lot of teams here, but as this dot gets picked off by these strikes, but it's not enough for. It's not going to be enough here for what was it? This shot to go down, but never mind. This is exactly what you'd be looking for if you were Squimphony right now. The stagger right here. Right now, they are sitting pretty comfortably on those mid-top platforms here, and right now, there's not much of a response being coming out from half and half. Oh, never mind.
All right then. After that, uh, uh, after that brief interruption, I am back.
Oh, welcome back.
Zuga Zuga's been popped, almost finds a kill, just barely misses as the shop proceeds to try and dodge everything in the known universe. It does not work
Yep.
particularly well.
Yeah. Zuka's one of those lottery specials, folks. Sometimes it cashes out, sometimes it doesn't here. But right now, this zone is likely going to be flipped in the favor of half and half. Okay. They're trying to hold on to the zone and just score as many points as possible with the heavy edit here, just trying to maintain their ground here. But no, it's going to be Vince from Squimphony, I believe, to be able to just push through here.
And fall yes fall and fall following of that the rest of the team does just charge through. I have no clue what that tech was cooking or what the V shot was cooking, but
Not
I'm not
a lot
eating.
there. You're not
But I'm
eating
not
that.
eating.
You're not eating what's up with the shot serving up there. But
Mhm.
right now, Squimphony just kind of like trying to hold mid here. Two players go down here as they have a pretty big numbers advantage. They're gonna flip the zone.
Yeah, now as Zap respawns and half does also have data pop cooler. Didn't look like everyone got it, but I don't think it would matter as once again a squid funny is in a is in a disadvantageous position as half is able to begin to push beyond their zone, utilizing the double splatlings for the range, allow basically allowing their shot and bucket to just go off.
Yeah, right now, if I were what was it at half and half right now, I'm just be happy to sit here in the middle of the zone because a lot of numbers went down from Squimphony's side here, and they have to rush the zone as 3 points remain here. It's a matter of just punishing and repainting that zone here, and that is going to be the here.
Who managed to do it, and the Nautilus ran at the end for good measure.
Definitely half and half, running away with this first game here on Ship Shape here. I haven't watched any games played here on zones yet, so that was definitely a treat here for me. Definitely a lot of coordination there with that double splatling there, just being able to go in together as well as just hold the middle choke of the map there.
And moving on from that match, we shall be heading on to
Tower control Hagglefish. Yeah, I got you.
Oh boy, we're one of yes, TC Hagglefish, a combination I like when there aren't chargers.
Oh, when there aren't charges. Okay, there's an exception to that rule. There's like a little asterisk there at the end there. Am I right? Correct. Okay, to the fun, your fun level of this map here, but tower control is still a very popular map from what I've seen in the community here. A lot of like opportunities to just go around the left and right side of the maps now that they're just flat ground and you're able to just quickly swim right across rather than having to just do that little bit of a jump, the chain of jumps there. But hey, given what you've seen from that last game, what do you think Squimphony can do to be able to respond to what half and half is doing?
Oh boy, let me see. Well, particularly the thing in S3 is, and I'm gonna say it, and this is probably a controversial take. I have no clue anymore. Splat Zones is the worst mode in this game. So
okay, another Splat Zones hater. I'm one of the few that actually enjoys Splat Zones here. I'm on Team JP with that one. But,
I played constant Splat Zones in S2. I hate that mode with burning passion.
That is fair here, but since we're shifting over to tower control, to quote a couple other commentators I noticed here is just the tower only goes at one speed versus like the Splat Zone, which is constantly just ticks down, right? So it's a matter of keeping that same tempo with the tower and keeping that momentum up and allowing the tower to move forward without being uncontested here compared to zones.
TC, Rainmaker, and Clown Blitz all well, especially TC due to the way mostly TC for what I'm about to say because of the way special points work. Considering the team pushing gains special. About I think it's 5 per second for us on the tower.
Yeah, definitely. That passive special charge can certainly lead to some snowballs here, but hey, we're going to be moving to game 2 here of half and half versus Squimphony here. We see a few shakeups here. The double splatling seems to be gone with the leader coming out on Taco.
Oh yeah, and on top of that, there's also a pack coming out from a Rapid Deco.
Yeah, okay. Rapid Deco here. A really solid choice here because Jet is fantastic on those stacks on the left and right. Excuse me there.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, but definitely a lot of pressure going on here in the left here. The leader is going to be trying to overlook and help flush out this attack here on the left hand side. But right now, the tower doesn't seem to be moving right now. They're just trying to pick for fights here.
Yeah, and well, with commentator's curse free went down on the side of Swift on Swift, and you given half and half the chance to push up and begin their first push.
Yeah. This Rage Blaster is really far up, honestly, and they're not going to be able to find some picks there, unfortunately. But Vince here on Squidfini is going to be trying to retake that tower as a 3 go down.
Free goes down, Leader's tech is forced to jump out. As
Oh.
almost finds the kill on the V shot. Just barely, I think, was just a singular bullet, I believe, off getting a kill.
Yeah, definitely. One of those things, just like you just hit that jump button just in time to get out of there. But no, we see the Nautilus here trying to clean up in mid here and getting a huge double and shutting down the Jet as well. Oh my goodness.
Zuka going right through the splash. Very
Guys,
nice special. I love it.
Guys, I swear it's consistent. Trust me, bro. Sources trust me, bro. But hey,
Sorry,
right
I
now.
made it fuck up.
But yeah, right now, just a lot of what was it? Weird. They're trying to feel each other out here right now in mid, as I believe they're looking for an opportunity to go in here. But just right now, half and half is just trying to find that one pick, that one little bit of a setup, or one special just to try and go in here with this Rage Blaster.
Give it. Goodbye. Like I got nuked. Anyways, but yeah. Given a half and half comp, they definitely benefit most from this being TC.
Yeah, definitely. As with that knockout's going to be here, going in the favor of half and half. Oh my gosh, that was really well played, honestly. Just like trying to set up the range blaster since it wasn't like getting too well contested there. As I was saying before, just like they're looking for that right opportunity, whether it be a special, a pick, a bomb to help them go in, or someone else. And they're just able to pressure the. Damn.
My favorite pose.
Everyone's favorite pose.
I use it. I love it.
I love it too, man. But currently, right now, half and half do have the games here, but this is a play all 3 here.
That's correct. I
Yep.
believe, for the record, I believe it is for what we're commentating. It is, I believe, play all free. I think it's play all free. There is free play all frees and one best of 3. I believe. So we're commentating. If I remember correctly from what I read.
Right.
I might be wrong.
Okay, I'll have to check the facts later here, but right now we do have one more game going on here. Squidfini, if I was Squidfini right now, I would like to end this the set on a good note. You know, we had a couple of scraps here with half and half, and while they do have technically the set win, I would like to end on a good note here, but it's going to be on Rainmaker Scorch Gorge here, and Rainmaker Scorch Gorge is a classic indeed.
Ah, yes, Rainmaker, my favorite mode.
Your favorite
Always
mode?
has
Well,
been. Always has
will
been.
be.
Always will be.
Definitely. Yep. Rainmaker is one of those modes where just like you have to set up like a area of denial so the Rainmaker is able to just like move up and clear the checks as intended here. But as we know, it's not that simple. Things are going to be thrown around left and right to be able to spot that Rainmaker. But we'll see how Squidpany is going to be able to handle half and half here. Whether it's going to be a team comp change or something else is going to happen. There's going to be something in store for us, folks.
Especially on score scores, the second you're beyond first check, it becomes a lot easier for you to defend on the enemy team's counter push.
Yeah, definitely. That right plat there near the first check, super powerful position to just hang out in and just cause a lot of chaos, right? And it's a matter of who wins that fight dictates the pace of the game, in my opinion. There,
potentially. Although to be fair, the opening is once again a very important part. Not so much I'm the Rainmaker, but it's more matter of how you play it.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of different things can work on Scorch Gorge here, whether it be like your long range weapons, your short range shooters, some of the more crazier wipers and stamper players really love to get some weird angles right below those ledges there, just to be able to get some easy picks. But we'll see how Scoopany is able to respond here. They do have a lot of members on board here, and half and half does as well, so they can definitely sub out if they feel like it.
Correct. Uh, Ultimately, when it comes to Scorch, it is just a matter of with a lot of things. It's just with Splatoon 3 in general. It's just keeping the pressure.
Yeah, definitely. Pressure and main and momentum, I think, are like the most key important aspects of pushing up and being able to win games in Splatoon, right? Uh,
Hmm.
if there's no pressure, right, well, the enemy's just going to walk over and do anything. And if there's no momentum, well, you're not going to be able to go
The push is
anywhere.
not going very far, very fast.
Yeah, exactly. You can't just play too slow. You can't play too fast. You just got to play just right to be able to get those successful pushes here, especially for Rainmaker, which is quite a different int mode from the other three.
Hmm. Alternatively, if you're in solo queue, just skill issue the entire enemy team in 1v4 them. That's what I do.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. You know what? 1v4. Sometimes I win them, sometimes I lose them. You know, it depends on the day.
I've I've played this game too much at this point. The series in
uh,
general.
I think everyone's here has had their fair share of Splatoon, and we gotta love and see more of it here, especially when we get into this third game here. I'm curious what is going
Okay,
on.
we're having
Room.
room issues. We shall keep just talking about random stuff to keep the comms filled.
Keep the comms filled here. Okay. Well, I don't know. What's your opinions on Scorch Gorge as a map in general here, Kaiser?
Scorch Gorge, okay. Once again, hate the zones map because of the way the grates are. It's basically well, not impossible, but it's particularly annoying to get into the enemy teams onto the enemy team's side of the map into their base, which on Scorch Gorge is what you kind of want to do.
Yep, definitely. But hey, the
Scrambler,
raid make.
Ambitch,
Yep.
Rainmaker, and TC are all better due to mid being, well, TC and Rainmaker both have the short and mid, which for one opens it up, and on the right and left you have those ramps, which makes getting into the enemy team's base and taking their plat and even their snipe a lot easier.
Yep,
Clown Blitz is
definitely.
a similar case, just with top mid being normal.
Top mid, and they also have the great spot. Don't forget, the greats
Oh yeah,
are
correct.
pretty
Greats are
nice.
still a thing.
Yep, greats are a thing both on Rainmaker Tower as
Oh, and as for
well.
Turf 4, it doesn't exist in my mind. It's not a mode.
Good luck getting across there unless you have all the run speed up in the world. I
It'll be
guess.
the same thing as Splat Zones.
Same thing as
That's the
spot
entire
zones.
map.
It's like that meme of Peter Parker, right, where he like puts on the glasses. It's just turf war spot zones. They look almost exactly the same.
They are borderline line the same in my eyes. Differences inside the whole map. You're painting a square or a
Yep.
cross
Or a cross, or you
or a
know what,
circle.
or a circle, or whatever creativity you want to do with your here in Splatoon. Keep it to yourself, please.
But yeah, as I was talking about earlier, when it comes to me personally and my hours in competitive, I have about 4,000 hours of competitive in S2 and about 1,000 hours in this game.
Dang, that's a lot more time than I think I put in there. That is very impressive profile right there. But hey,
I was
uh,
formerly Div 2.
formerly Div 2. Okay, wow.
I'm
Okay.
currently undived I'm supposed to be retired. You can ask Rice or anyone here. That's not gone particularly well.
I guess you could say once you get on it, you can't get off of it.
I
Well,
was at
hey,
Riptide
you were
playing.
at Riptide. Honestly, I saw the Twitch stream. That was really nice. Looked like you guys are having a fun.
But yeah, yeah, moving on past my my stat line, I guess you could say, or no, my credentials. There we go. Uh, t- partic but going back to the scores topic, it's basically just a matter of the set for me. The second there's no ramps, it's a very horrible map. Considering there are no other ways in enemy side, there are no inkable walls where you figure there would be.
Yeah, definitely. More inkable walls would be pretty nice on some of these maps here, but hey, I think Scorch can still make it work even without those inkable walls. I think it's all about just getting through that one big choke there, and that's the big fight. That's where all the big fights are gonna happen here. Yeah,
Mhm.
there's gonna be some scrambles in mid, man, but there's gonna be some big omelets there. I don't know what I'm going on about. I'm just hungry, I guess.
Uh, That's okay. Room has been remade. Teams are joining. We shall find what's next. At this rate, I'm just gonna talk about the next maps because I've said all I can about Scorch.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. What do we have here? We have Clamblitz Museum de Fonzino to look forward to. It has that block.
Okay.
It
Yeah,
has that one block.
I was getting the map in my head again. But talk on the mode Clamblitz in general. Clamblitz is definitely arguably one of Splatoon 3's best modes. Fight me.
Definitely. Not gonna fight you right now. Maybe later. Maybe later. But right now, I really love Museum's layout. Honestly, with just that one block opening up so many different opportunities for just a potential way just to get to the clam basket as well, and
Indeed.
just yep, that drop from spawn as well is just like one of those interesting interactions that you can create if you decide to do it.
Despite Splatoon 3's museum missing a few parts from S1, I still think overall it is a fairly good map. Especially considering how many Clamblitz you actually have freeways on the enemy team's plat.
Oh yeah,
From the right, from spinner, and that random block.
I don't know. I don't know. That run random block really saves the map. Not gonna lie. There was no
interesting. It's there.
It's just a fascinating thing here, but hey, it's not a
It
museum
also
we're
been a
here
sponge,
for.
but
We're here for Scorch Gord's Rainmaker as the Squeezer and Bamboo get
oh,
tossed
finally
out.
the match begins. Here we go.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
That is a comp.
Yep, the Bamboozler comp. Okay. Some
Bamboozler,
people.
double bazooka missiles versus Crab, Pack, Cooler, and Strikes.
Yeah, some really strong specials being played for your and I can understand why. You want some real big firepower to get through some of these checkpoints here. As right now, it just seems like it's a skirmish for that. What was it? The Rainmaker pop there, but right now, the Bamboozler is just going.
The Squeezer is the first to drop. Is the first to drop on the side of half and half as the bucket, and I think the Zapper are looking to try and begin pressuring half and half's ramp as so that way they can begin to make their first push. Hello. Goodbye.
Oh, okay. The crab map just got shut down there, along with 2 down falling around as half and half try to run this Rainmaker across the grates, but no, the Splatling is just going to completely deny that here. Taco
he
over
also has a
here.
pack ready. Wait, just more or less lying in wait, just holding it out, waiting for the opportunity to use it, which might be soon.
Might be soon here. Yep. Okay. The
I'm a god.
jetpack has. Yep. You look to the future and you see the jetpack going here, going for these picks right now. Not gonna find anyone now.
Unfortunately, finds nothing indeed, but still the pressure is enough. And the bucket fighting 2 on the side of half and half. That the pack pressure allowing Squiffany to get their push. Strikes are being used as they are not done pushing as I believe they can potentially break check. But
Yeah,
I
definitely.
lied. Nope,
Okay.
they did.
The check was broken there, and that Slosher was doing a fantastic job of just like playing to the weapon strength there, just going underneath the legend, just completely hitting them with that giant AoE slosh. But hey, right now, it's not about the Slosher, it's about that Trizuka looking for that one pick there. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like it's going to be the case here as
Was very close both times. The splash find as the splash finds pick on Squeezer. However, a Squid Funny is free down, allowing half and half to actually go to begin the pressure into their court, which is not what you want.
Yeah, definitely. That Rainmaker's gonna push pretty far down to mid here. The jetpack is gonna try and salvage the situation there, as a lot of half and half is gonna be trying to find a way in. They're looking for that. They're looking for 2 down here. This is actually a really good situation for them to be able to get a push here.
Zuka has been used. If I find this pick on the bucket, unfortunately cannot find anyone else. But unfortunately, at the worst time, the Rainmaker is basically saying adios.
Adios, amigos. The Rainmaker is going to go back into mid here, and this is going to allow Squidfity an opportunity to be able to just hopefully retake mid and get people out of that first checkpoint area right now. A shark from this shot here is going to lead to a trade here. Unfortunately, not a +1.
Mm-hmm. Which that case just me, and I believe that if someone jumped to it was a squeezer that jumped to the beacon and gets taken out by the splash behind the BP as a
Yep.
as Squidfany and he begins to try and get another push going as both sides do have a check broken, and that's a shot down the side of half and half.
Yeah, definitely right here. This is what you're going to look for. You get that one pick here, and you just got to all funnel in through that one checkpoint area and just keep that momentum going here. You need to be aggressive. You need to be able to get these picks here, as they do right now.
The splash is grooving. He is schmoovin'. He's probably his team is nowhere to be found, however, as they are currently, and he's dead.
Ooh, okay. Getting a Trizuka straight to your face. Lovely right there.
A little greedy there. They're trying to get the Zuka kill.
Yeah, definitely. Zuka's still a very powerful special, so you got to be aware of when it's online and when you just can't just half-heartedly rush a shot if it's active right there, especially when you're at range and not in effective range. Let's see here. 1 more minute is on the clock here. Not much progress has been made past the first checkpoints here.
Yeah, it's definitely just it's been very slow going with there only being a 18-point difference, which isn't too hard to flip.
Yeah, definitely. The Wiper here is going to try and see if they can shut down the Rainmaker, but it is not going to work out here. The Jet gets popped here, hoping to find more picks, as well as 30 seconds are on the clock here. Time is ticking, and Squidfity needs to find a way to be able to push that Rainmaker further out, but no, it doesn't seem like it's going to happen.
The Wiper is running down as the Wiper runs into the rain, leaving just the bucket in mid in the last 10 seconds.
Yep. They half and half just gonna pick up that Rainmaker and just create this little bit of a net here, safety net, to be able to just hold on to it, but not quite enough to be able to get at the spot there and hopefully go into overtime there. Half and half taking a clean 3-0.
Mm-hmm.
Now that was one interesting comp there. The bamboo hype, anyone? Yeah, no, you're not a fan of bamboo?
I don't. Characters are cringe.
Characters are cringe. You're to hear her first.
Chargers are cringe. Freaking chargers are cringe. Backlines are cringe in general.
Damn. Calling out all the backline bands out here tonight. But
I will just Zuka you.
You will just. Okay, that was a threat to all backliners there. Remember, Kaiser will Zuka you. But hey, we're going to have more games here shortly, folks. Stick around.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, and welcome back here. The break was not as long as I expected it to be, but hey, I'm back here with my commentating partner Kaiser. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Kaiser. I am here. I commentate this tournament way too much.
Well, you know what? Maybe I'll build it up there slowly, but yeah. You know what? Today is going to be another day here in front of the Ink Up here. We have groups round 2 here, which is with the
versus Crab Rave. Oh boy, the staff are fighting.
We were talking about this a lot backstage here, but the IRS is a favored team, I believe, right?
I both of them kind of are, as both teams do have staff members, as both teams do have staff members in the server.
Okay. All the votes are coming in here, right? We have staff on some of these teams here, but hey, let's just see how these two teams are going to be able to respond to each other on Clan Blitz Museum Delphonse. We talked a little bit about this before, Kaiser. But can you refresh me here on the map?
Ah, yes. Okay. So mute and just check it. Is D'Alfonsino correct? Just double check.
Museum Delphonse. Yep. Clan
Okay.
Blitz Museum. Yep.
Okay, so basically on this map, you have free ways of pushing into the enemy team's basket. You can either push through ramp on the far right. You can go across the spinner in mid, or use that random block on the left, which is oddly useful.
Oddly
Probably
useful.
should have been a sponge, but
Probably should have been a
maybe I'm
sponge. You know what? I think the block being where it is pretty good. Opens up opportunities for both defenders as well as attackers to be able to have the equal footing here.
That
and
is fair.
Museum is one of those maps where just like a lot of interesting interaction can happen, especially with that spinner in the middle.
There is also, as mentioned, there is a slight difference on the left and right on the left and right side, just beyond spinner, in the little drop areas from S1 to S2. I mean, not from S1 from S1 to S3, but beyond that, overall, this map still maintains most of its original S1 layout. So if you know that, you will be able to see this map in your head.
Yeah, definitely here. What weapons do you want to see here on this map here?
Well,
yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, knowing both teams to some degree, from Crabbery, I can expect probably a Hydra, considering I watch Moon leave the staff VC. So I can expect at least a Hydra. From IRS, I will only be able to predict it once I know who is in the lobby from IRS.
Yeah,
but I can tell you the weapon pools off the top of my head, more or less.
Okay, you know what? I'm not completely 100% sure about these weapon pools here, but we'll see how this goes around, how these teams are able to fight each other and interact off each other here. I think it comes down to not only just mechanical skill, but also team coordination, which is a big aspect of this game if you haven't noticed.
Yeah, it's definitely less than S2, but it's still there.
Yeah, definitely for sure right here. Yeah, it's going to be a battle for the spinner immediately off the bat here, I feel. And then we're also going to have some people just like trying to funnel in through like those ramp areas and then obviously go up to the basket here. But not only do you have to just maintain map control, you also have to pick up the clams as well, right? But it's just only as good as the number of clams.
Speaking of those clams, there is free clams. There is free pools of clams that spawn on the spinner area. One spawn of clams to the bottom left or right of the spinner, and then there is 9 clam spawns in mid.
Yep, just enough for you just to farm a power climb, and hopefully you get that push from mid all the way up to the enemy's basket here. But yeah, it's going to be hard to be able to just go up that ramp for free, especially with so many different ways to be able to watch that area from the defending side.
Considering both teams are prone to running splatlings.
Okay, this is going to be a battle of splatlings here, right?
I should also note there is one last clam spawn being on the only clam spawn in mid that is on high ground is the clams on top of spinner.
All right, well, we do have these two teams loading up here. We have the IRS in blue as well as Crab Raven orange. Let's see these comps here. What sticks out?
What I expected. That is double Zuka on the side of Crab Raven and double Spoutling on the side of IRS. The only thing that's different is Moon is running a heavy Deco and goodbye tax.
Oh my goodness,
Moon is not taking prisoners.
Yeah, definitely here. Right now, the skirmish in mid here is just going to be like super important for maintaining and setting the pace of the game here right off the bat here. As the fights in mid here, just so many good death. 3 went down on the side of Crab Rave.
Yes, indeed. Leaving a just a heavy Deco to hold off as Iris attempts to get a push, and that's 2 down, and that is 2 down from bomb on the side of IRS.
Yeah, definitely. The spider shot here does have Trizuka online, but so I really want to hold it off here for a better opportunity. But no, the
Oh,
the
it's fine.
Zuko's
The BP. That's what I would have done. Fuck the
yeah.
backlanes.
All right, before we start hitting more on backlines today, let's try and see if we can figure out what these teams are trying to do here. Right
Mhm.
now, I think they're just kind of scrambling for mid, trying to get the leg up on each other here to go down a Crab Brave as IRS is going to look up to stage a push here on the
Mhm.
ramp.
Indeed, it is. Especially as the Iris shot gets their dies to a random bomb that I didn't even see. So that's unfortunate.
That
A,
is
a,
really unfortunate.
a pack coming out from IRS and strikes from the side side of Crab Raves as Tax just runs as the slosher runs in and just scores a power clam, allowing IRS to begin scoring clams.
Yeah, definitely. Another ball gets far quickly as the remaining
As
points drop to 48. Oh my goodness.
yep, that is this is one of those maps due to clam spawns the score does drop quickly. The
Yeah,
quickest
definitely.
being Mahi Mahi.
Oh yeah, for sure. But you know what? Right now, I can see like the neutrals just trying to be reset here with IRS just clearly trying to respawn from all the clams they just chucked into the basket here. But Crab Brave, right? Yeah, got some specials online. They have a heavy deco here with Kraken, Tri Strikes, as well as a Trizuka ready for the push
Mhm.
here. But never mind, two go down and are not going to be able to get to use those specials to their full effect.
Hmm. But but so Crab is contesting mid as the BP goes down to a bomb, but the shot does but trade like let's get trade off by the Nautilus taking down the shot, causing them to lose their strikes.
Yeah, definitely right here. This Nautilus is trying to like move around a bit more, but not going to have as much pain to be able to freely do that. But that doesn't matter when you're able to get these kills right here. Beautiful
Mhm.
kick.
Yeah, as once again IRS mounts for another. Okay, something happened there. Not sure what happened, but two people are dead.
Oh, two people are dead,
And
and that
what a
and
nice
another.
shot from the
That
pack.
was a
And
really
another
great
guy's dead.
shot. Yep. Everyone's dropping like flies here. It is a
Mhm.
all out brawl here for that ramp area right now.
Mhm.
And right now, Moon with his heavy deco is just trying to look to just hopefully
Point
push
sensor
them
two
back
and
here.
and the Zuka does does find the picks causing Crabway to lose their crab, but
Yeah,
also allowing Iris to score it yet again and begin. But I believe it might just be that one score.
yeah. Oh, okay. You know what?
A score and
You're
a
gonna get
clam.
another pity. You can get another pity out of this as well. So hopefully, Crabbird's
Mhm.
able to pick like one up and be able to get two here, but not quite. Seems okay. Right now, neutral is something that's in the favor of Crabray with their player being down here, as the Sloshers are just trying to like fight it out here in mid.
Mhm. For for a Crabway, it is definite. It is they can definitely. Okay. Hello, nuclear bomb. It is they definitely can make a comeback push.
Yeah,
As
definitely right here. But
as they're
Crabbrave is
just
gonna be holding their ground here. This
Crabway
shot
finding
here,
two.
okay.
Got
Oh
finding
my
free.
God!
Finding get the quad. He
The
wants the
core.
quad. Get what the
Oh, wait! The drop roller is able to let you escape here, and he was able to run back.
no. Oh, unfortunate. Netly, that 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 bomb was a mistimed time to where the drop lord was still able to get out.
Yep. The double Zukas are coming out here, just trying to create pressure, but doesn't seem to be able to find too many picks there, unfortunately. But right now, the IRS is looking pretty pretty with that power clam right now. Jeez, I can't figure it
As the
out.
strike comes out and just annihilates, but that is two down the side of IRS, meaning Crapwave can get a push in. It
Yeah,
is a brawl in
definitely.
that corner. One dead, two dead. It is just the Splatlings.
Yep. Right now, this is a perfect opportunity to just dunk that clam in and get as many
That is
clams
their
as you
first
can right
score as the
here.
rain does come out as Crabwave does begin to score. The Nautilus finds one. The guy in the corner. If the ball was jumping, they could have almost taken lead there. But
Almost did it, but not quite. That was a really interesting game there between the IRS and Crab Rave right there. I felt like IRS was in control for like most of mid as for the
mhm.
most of the game and just had like some really solid pushes there, especially that first push. Beautiful, beautiful getting them nearly 60 points in one go here. But Crab Rave got a little antsy there at the end and unfortunately not able to close the score gap.
Indeed, it was very close. Even assuming the power climb had been dunked, it would have been even closer of a score.
Yeah, certainly. We're going to be moving on to game two now with Splat Zone's Mako Mart here, which is, I think, one of the better Splat Zones maps in the
You know what? It's 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 not a Mako TC, so I'll take it. I have
game.
I have PTSD on that map.
I bet everyone has their fair share of PTSD from playing Splatoon. As fun and colorful
Going
as
March
this game is.
2021.
Blowing March 2021.
That is all I'm telling you. I've told the story plenty of times.
All right. Maybe we'll tell that story a bit later here. But how do you think Crabray will be able to adapt to the IRS here to be able to counteract what they were doing in the first game?
Okay, hold on. I gotta think about both for a second. It's definitely a case of just don't let tax exist.
Yeah, definitely.
Tax from what I've noticed is definitely their main source of pressure. So second tax just does no longer exist. You can the others are a lot easier to fight.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely having more paint control over mid is going to definitely help you shut down the models as well. That was something Crabbrave was definitely struggling with, just paint control in general.
Yeah,
especially for most of the map.
it's for noticing with IRS comps. I know this is the comps are good at holding paint. However, it is hard for them to acquire said paint.
Yeah, definitely. It is very difficult to be able to acquire paint here sometimes, especially when like 17 different things are happening on the map at the same time, right? Just a matter of finding those one pick and then taking that numbers advantage to be able to push everyone along the side and maintain that map, control that map.
Indeed,
Okay.
indeed, as we head into zones, Mako, I believe we might be seeing a. Well, we are seeing the Hydra. I was expecting that, but we might also be seeing a. Okay,
Oh, okay.
it was either bow or RPD. I was expecting.
Yeah.
From what I have learned, oh well,
Oh,
and he said no.
something's going on here. Uh, there's supposed to be a sub. There's supposed to be a sub. Okay, that's what we got here. Okay, that's understandable. The sub was not going to be come in there, but
But yes,
yeah, hopefully we
okay,
can fix that now.
as I was going to say, assuming, well, it depends on who Iris subs out, but assuming they keep the bow from what I have learned from my own teammate Zonic, bow apparently has a decent matchup against Hydra.
Really? Okay. I did not think that was the case here, but you know what? I think the most terrifying thing, honestly, is also the funniest thing on the bow here, which is the super chumps being able to paint the zones quite easily.
We don't talk about chumps.
Chump change. Definitely.
Personally, I call them aim drills.
You call them aim drills? Well, yeah, they are targets for free. You know what? If every one of those things count for a kill, I'd swear the scoreboard would be a little bit higher on my end.
40 kills every match for me, easy.
Easiest 40 bomb in your life. Definitely. One of the more crazier options on that team there with Crabbrave running. Wait, it was a Crabbrave or IRS running the Tri-Trigger?
It was crap. I mean, not crap. It was IRS. IRS does combo main. That is Rem.
Yeah. Okay.
Also,
I bring
if you're watching, Rem better.
Rem better. Okay. We are having fun here tonight but honestly, I mentioned that because the other team, right, Crabbrave in this case, is going to be running Gluga duelings, which is a very interesting pick here. I'm not gonna lie.
I do not see Glugas often. I forget their weapon. I often forget they have a S2 is a 52 kit. S2 is K52 kit.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is arguably the best kit that weapon could have hoped for.
Yeah, it is a really it's a good very synergistic kit, but I think it's a matter of the main weapons being able to work as strongly and effectively with those options available here. But hey, game number 2, IRS on the pink.
This is more what I was expecting from IRS. Entry, shot, splash, and bow.
Yep.
And a lot of is already dead.
Yep. Okay. You know what? That's what that's what you said here. Tax fraud needs to be to be able to get those entry points here, and it looks like that's going to be the case.
Putting in the work on the left side of the map.
Oh my goodness! You know what? You love to see your one tricks here and from the ink up here, as that Zuka is going to get popped, looking for another pick here. As the Glugus looks to get set up here to be able to put more pressure.
And well, speaking of which, here comes the chumps as the shot goes down on the side of IRS. The crab is out,
Yeah,
only barely alive.
yep. There's a lot more specials that can threaten Crab as of late that I've noticed, not making it
Mhm.
nearly as
In
dominant.
the
as
shot, dying to the bow as it drops, allowing Iris to cap the zone. However, Crabberry is already down to 54. It looks like they're about to recap the zone as I speak.
Yeah, definitely. A battle for zone here, but hey, it's not a matter of just going to cap zone for a long time. You just want to reset there and just buy yourself more time to be able to do it.
I
Because
think a
Crab Rave
jump.
is hitting comfortably. Never mind.
I
Okay,
think
Google-
someone died to a chump.
Yep. No, that was a suction bomb, I thought.
I have no clue. It was either suction or a chump.
Either way, a wipeout here, beautifully done by the IRS's side here, as tax fraud looks to get set up here, here with the
Almost dying to an autobomb off of the crab.
You know what? Hey, crabs versus chickens. You know what? I've seen the matchup, but hey, the Booyah Bomb. I'm gonna see if they can go out here to be able to.
And the
cap
strike's
zone.
coming. The strike's coming out as well, forcing Iris back. However, that is both of Crabberry specials invested.
Yeah, and it's not gonna help with two go down here. And right now, Iris is looking really comfortable with only 30 points needed to finish off this game.
Another another Booyah comes out, doesn't find anyone as chicken.
Yep. The Tri-Slosher is a really powerful spot right here. You're not going to be able to get to that zone easily, especially with 3 seconds on the clock. The IRS is going to take that clean sweep, no questions asked.
Indeed, yes. Yeah. As Mako is definitely a bucket and even a carbon map, which would also, in my opinion, is also good for your wipers and swords.
Oh yeah, a lot of those weapons like to come out to play here, and definitely showing their strength here with tax fraud on that Tri-Slosher, just taking some of the really good positions underneath ledge, just preventing Crab Rave to be able to move up back up there, especially after that stagger happened.
Correct.
But yeah.
It's definitely a case of, as I said, just kill the try.
Just kill the try. Once the try's dead, they were able to move it. You were right. Maybe you are. Are you psychic or from the future or both?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. I love that answer here. You're gonna hear folks. Kaiser is psychic and from the future.
I went to say something funny and gave up.
You know what? That's fair. You know what? Sometimes the simplest answer, just yes, is all you need to say. Here. But hey, you know what? Enough about psychiatries or future readings here. We have game number 3 coming up here with tower control on ship-shaped cargo here. I'm not sure how this is going to go for both these teams here because, as I mentioned before, tower control is very much one pace. You don't set the pace. So let's see how well the teams are going to be able to play around the tower and how quickly the tower moves at 5 miles per second. Or 5 miles per hour. Not second. That'd be hilarious seeing that thing go up 5 miles per second.
The match is over in like 2.
That's over at 2. It's zooming.
Ship shade. That is okay. I found the map in my head. Took me a second to remember it.
Ship shape, sturgeon. A lot of S maps in this game too.
Ship shape is the straight line one.
Yep. Wait a minute.
However,
that
this one actually has stuff on the sides.
I know, right?
Which
crazy
is,
how much that adds.
This is the straight line plus sides.
Straight lines plus sides. Damn. Yeah. You know what? I like how we just do. These apps are just literally hallways, but just a little bit on the sides here, just to make them not hallways, which is what we appreciate here with some of this map design here. Really enjoying these new maps, by the way.
It would appear next round for a record we are streaming more of people we know. This is interesting, as we are apparently streaming Falco.
We're streaming Falco. Damn.
That ain't Falco. Wobble combo. I don't. Correct.
Next
I mentioned
set.
that. Next set is that. Anyways, moving on to this one, we're seeing the Glugus still, and we are seeing. I believe that is Booyah Machine. I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, it is
Booyah Machine. Yeah.
Used to see pretty commonly.
I love this comp actually right here because that sloshing machine's able to get some really nice angles on those ledges on the sides there.
Correct.
And
And the Gluga is in front of its wall.
oh well, you know what they
Anyways.
say. You know what? The wall's not going to be able to defend you if you stand in front of it here. But right now, IRS is looking for opportunities to be able to just hopefully hold as much space in mid here. But no, that shot's going to get isolated and taken down here as
Zuka comes out, almost finding a hit onto the Nautilus' shot, begins to pressure the tower. Booyah does come out, so does the pack. There's a wall behind the tower that just gets deleted.
Yeah, definitely right here.
The shot is looking to keep landing again, and the shot puts it.
Yep, finally redemption arc from the other game there. But right now, IRS is looking for an opportunity.
It is definitely time, and this is time for Crab. This is time for Crab Ray to push up. And that wall is not going where the Glugas wanted it to go. Gluga comes out, and there is trades all around as that is 2 down on the side of IRS, allowing Crabway to continue their push.
Yep, holding on to that Booyah Bomb in case something else happens here.
Shot,
another pick goes.
Shot finding the machine getting stuck in the enemy ink.
Yeah, definitely a really important aspect of just being able to just maintain momentum here, which seems to be the case. Yet Crabbrave
not finding a random kill in mid for the record.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, there just seems to be like a lot of fights here. A wipeout happens here on Crabbrave here, as Iris is just able to go straight over mid here uncontested.
Indeed. But yes, with Crabwave getting down to 41, it is not a bad start as Amelia on Iris push they go 2 down. Booyah is being used early to try and do something. But
yeah, definitely.
But the machine does go down, finding no one in the process. Then Nezuka finding one is gonna go for another.
Yo, the second one, not quite, but hey, you know what? What it makes up for not hitting anything is making people back up and respect it, which is very important aspect right here. As Crabbrave, it looks like they're going to be able to take care of quite a bit of mid here, get a lot of pain control.
And the Goog are just forcing that guy to jump out. He's going to push in, finds a kill
Beautiful
onto the shot.
There. Oh my goodness.
And is going for the machine.
Yeah, the Glugas is certainly set up in a place they want to be on that left side there of the map here, but hey, it's never over till it's over. Even though with only 14 points left, that's not going to be enough for a knockout here, and as IRS continues to stay in this game.
Indeed, but definitely if you're a Crab Lake, that's a map, not a team. But yes, if you're a Crab Lake, you are very happy with that. Goodbye. You are very happy with that. Oh my god!
Lottery Zuka has cashed out. Cha-ching, cha-ching.
Had a tactical strike from across the map.
Yeah. A lot of... Okay, you know what? The people are dropping left and right here. It is an all-out brawl here for this tower right now as Crabbrave gets a wipe
on the side of IRS.
Oh my gosh, man.
Once again, their push is being shut down.
Oh my gosh.
Down for even reach a second check.
Yeah, so many things are just being tossed out right here just to be able to just keep mid control. I've noticed right here, Zuka's being popped, bombs being thrown.
Yes, this is
what I was trying to set up.
This is what I was talking about earlier, with
shutting out
with their comp. It can hold, but it can't paint.
Yep. Man, but once you have in control, hey, half the problem's already solved. Yes. Yeah, Booyah Bomb's gonna be coming out here from the Glugas here, looking around to see what's the perfect opportunity to just put it in here, but not gonna find anyone.
We are witnessing the T-Tech fighting for its life in that corner.
Yeah, definitely right here. As
get the triple, it gets the triple.
Beautiful plays here from Crab
Holding is probably investing strikes into this if gets off one, which continues to further lead as Crabway gets to 1.
Yep. You know what? It's not over till it's over. There's 40 seconds on the clock here, and these chumps are just going to be picked off like easy candy on Halloween here. But you know what? Here, Zuka's going to come
finding 2. Autobomb almost making out a trade. However, but still, Iris has a long way to go to pull lead. They have to KO to win, which on this map with the way it's set up, it is not. That's not the easiest thing to do at this point. especially
Yeah,
going to the last 10 seconds.
it may not be easy, but it's certainly doable here, especially with Anakin over here using the Nautilus to control a lot of space here. Just barely living and just existing on this part of the map here makes it a lot, what was it, more difficult for Crab to be able
What
to
is going
actually
on?
contest the tower.
What is going on? What is going on?
Everything in the kitchen sink was tossed at tower to be able to get them off there. That's exactly what happened there.
All right then, that happened. Good job, Crab Rabe. Everything and the kitchen sink went to that tower, just ignoring the Nautilus.
Yep. Hey, you know what? Once everything's in the kitchen sink, it's gonna get cleaned up there, which is exactly what Crab was able to do there. Ending it out on a good note. Even though you lost the set, what was it? The entire play L3 here. You at least got a game and left a sour taste in their mouth, and that's really important, I think, for when you're down to.
That ending.
That ending, man. I can see what Anakin was trying to do there, just trying to be able
The
to just
position
go
was
with them.
good.
Yeah, position was...
However, Crab Rabe just did not care.
Yep.
For
Definitely.
in case of for them, the Anob was basically out of position for them.
Yeah, definitely.
And most of Crab Rabe was top left, so
Yeah,
the Anob was
sure.
really out of position for them.
Yeah, I can see like how they were trying to like avoid that area just to like, because fighting a Knot is scary, right? And just the idea right there was to survive, use your specials, toss everything on the tower just to be able to prevent them from going on there, right? And honestly, that was really well played by Crab Rave. They recognized their win condition. They realized, okay, we have so much time, right? But hey, you know what? Just being able to just toss all those specials on the tower just to instantly get them up and say GG, that is something you got to recognize you can do in this mode.
Especially on a map, a map like that where it's 90% choke points.
Yep. All right, we will be coming back soon here with groups round 3 here. I've been Neptune. Kaiser is my co-host, and we'll see you shortly.
All, yeah. All right then. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to round 3 of groups from the Ink Up Week 40. I am Kaiser, and with me is my and still with me is my co-host.
I'm Neptune. What's up, guys? Hope we're doing well tonight.
And with that, we are heading on into, if I can find the stuff again, because I scrolled up in the channel. We are heading on into round 3 with Commentator's Curse versus. I'm not reading that.
I just see something there with stars, so I'll just call the other team stars here. So we have Commentator's Curse here versus stars right here.
I am not reading that. Nope.
If I did try to do that, then I sound like I'm speaking another language here. But right now, it is groups round 3 here. We have our first map coming up here, which is Rainmaker Crab Leg
Capital. Let's go! I love that. I love that map so much. I love Crab Leg just in general.
Yep. Crab Leg definitely one of the newer maps that have just like hit home for a lot of players and just make people
it's so good.
So good, right?
It's like for me. There's almost no bad modes on it. Minus zones.
Yep, definitely. I really do like how the top right area exists there if your comp like fits the need for it. Like say if you're having some ink back weapons or just like some really strong options that are able to fight across grates, right?
Yeah.
That is really good for your team if you want to push up there. However, if you want to be
even just cooler alone is enough to get you through that grates quick.
Yeah, definitely.
And
a lot of different
you
ways.
You also flank on the left side, which I do quite often.
Yeah, flanking on the left side is fantastic. We do love our flank routes here as we get into this first game.
And the banners are unified.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, okay. The ball points are coming out.
We are seeing Vax on both teams. Yep, has to be expected.
Yep. All right, we are getting in through here on.
We are seeing Commentator's Curse does not have bazooka as of the stars has 1. Also, of the stars name is so long it messes up our overlay.
Okay, well, you know what? It doesn't matter how the overlay looks here. What matters is those matches in mid here, as a wipeout already happening for commentators. So.
And at that point, you just run it top right, basically, or you could run top left or left preferably.
Yeah, as you said, mentioned earlier, the drinks are really coming in handy. Just be able to walk across grates.
And here comes the vacuum. It is. Someone better grab that and get in front of that vacuum. It is. Yep. You could. Oh, never mind. That guy's dead.
Yep. The vacuum was not going to be able to push up and get exactly what you want here as Azuka trades them out here. Unfortunate.
That was a very interesting first push.
Yep. I guess you could say that was the commentator's curse there. We thought the vacuum was going to go in. And
we thought the vacuum was going to win. It did not win.
It did not win there. But right now, we see a shark that's happening here.
The shot is in a very... It's in a spot.
It's in a spot here, looking for those kills.
Popping out.
See if it's able to do it.
Went for but just choose a back off, which I think was a pretty smart decision there.
Yeah, definitely, right here.
As the Zuka backs up into strikes.
Yep. Crab's almost online here from these vanilla dualies here. I would love to see them just set up here on the left-hand side to be able to get some picks here, but right now these vanilla dualies are feeling scrappy and not going to be able to get the crab off.
And the rain does actually find someone on during its fall, as the shot on the compound stairs is just striking around, getting 1 kill, getting 2 kill. I believe it has ninja, if I remember correctly.
I'm not 100% sure on that. Well,
I'll have to watch the next time it's swimming. Thank you. Yes, it does have ninja squid. I figured as much just from how slow it was moving, and that crab is dead.
Oh my gosh, really good pick here from iMad over here with the ballpoint. Really solid here. Just position, just to be able to hold and just maintain the pressure from the distance here.
Just chilling top left, almost finding a pick on. I think that was the dualies. But a vacuum does come out from the side of actually commentate. Is that commentate? I think that's commentator's curse.
Yeah. It's commentator's curse here. Right now, 3 fall down here on the side.
And that is a wipe out on the side of commentator's curse, meaning it is. Where's that? Yeah, wait, nope. Time for yellow to push.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, it's commentator's curse time to push, but they do go 2 down, trading out 2 for 1 kill on the shot. But the pro is, with pro finding another kill, barely dodging the jet.
Yeah, definitely right here. Right now, they are looking for this opportunity to just be able to put more pressure here. The Roarge does have the range, but doesn't have the awareness of the vanilla dualies right below it.
Does not notice the duelist is just chilling behind it. A crab does come out finding a pick on the zap and that's the point nouveau dead, and the vac does come out once again as they as of the stars is going to break that check, bringing the points down very close.
Yep. Not gonna be able to pop the Rainmaker here, but still, getting those checkpoints down is extremely important to be able to just take lead if you're in the position of stars right now. The specials are coming out right
Strikes
now,
and
but
Booyah's thrown into mid as the shot is going for this. Finds two, cannot find anyone that's free down on the side of Commentator's Curse.
yep, Falco getting a nice double here, being able to flush out stars from out of their
Refreshing.
spawn here. Yep, very nicely done.
A vac shot coming in, almost finding two people, and that guy's just dead.
The Rainmaker here is looking to get the lead here, and it manages to do it.
And they take lead only barely.
Yeah. You know what? If I were stars right now, I would just try and stall mid for as long as I can.
Yeah,
here.
at this point, I would say it is you just want to play it slow and get, and that is the BP dead to something. I couldn't tell what killed it.
Is I think either the Zuka or the Crab there that's getting off right now. Putting a lot of pressure on that ledge here. Not going to be able to take the Rainmaker any further here, but do you need to? With 30 seconds left on the clock?
It is best to try. It is more beneficial for Up the Stars actually to play this slowly and just keep control as they do only have a small lead over Commentator's Curse.
Yep. That small lead though might be able to make the difference.
The shot
here,
coming out, gonna try and kill the Vac. Does find the Vac, but does ultimately end up trading, giving Commentator's Curse the chance to try and push. Not unless the Zap has something to say about it.
Oh man, Commentator's
Word of
Curse
shot,
falls
my
to
bad.
the Commentator's Curse falls to the
Commentator's Curse.
Unfortunately here, but Stars is going to take a game right off here, starting off here. That was really, really close here. I think it was just a bit of a panic situation there from Commentator's Curse trying to find that opening and take the great routes. But you got to realize you got to be able to clear what's underneath it and on the sides as well before you're able to walk across it safely.
Mm-hmm. And then next up, we are heading on to... It would be Clamblitz, Barnacle, and Dime.
Yeah, Clamblitz, Barnacle, and Dime here. Ooh, I'm not sure how popular of a map this is. What do you think? How popular is this map?
It's a map. Like, Barnacle itself is alright. It's not the greatest thing in the world. It's just New Albacore, but minus flanks. So, yeah.
Yeah, I could see that, yeah.
It's definitely just a case of you just gotta if you get pushed back too far, you gotta just basically from what I've learned, you have to basically just throw everything. If you're pushed out, you have to throw everything into that choke point, break through that with that, and then rebuild from there once you have control again.
Yeah, definitely.
Although doing that breakout is pretty hard, because you have to be decently coordinated.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of just like creating the correct amount of space to be able to push that Rainmaker forward, which is something that Commentator's Curse was struggling with towards the later half of the game, just trying to push a Rainmaker, but someone was always there to be able to shut it down before I was able to get too far.
Right.
But hey, it's another game here on Clamblitz. Let's see how Commentator's Curse is able to respond here on game 2.
As we were still seeing, I believe Vac. Well, no, a Vac from Stars and a rain from Commentator's Curse.
Yeah, definitely. I can see Vac working here pretty well, especially when you're trying to push basket here. But looks like Matt is going to try and put the pressure here with this machine using
Very
the
close
ledges.
to dying very close to dying to a section. However, the machine is now being crossfired by a couple different things. And
you know what?
Kills are traded. Kills are being more traded out than anything else at current.
Yeah, definitely. Stars here looking to move in here. And
here
get a
comes the
beautiful
52.
triple.
Pushing in, the Vac is out. The
Vac's dancing around
wall
there.
is
not taking
going.
this.
The wall
And
is
the
going
wall
to
just
eat that.
that's egg back.
Oh,
Oh
that
my
was
goodness.
beautiful.
Yeah, very beautiful push up the start here, but just a fumble towards the end there, which is really unfortunate if you're on Commentator's Curse side.
I definitely, if I assume what happened there was they basically just tried to force it at that point instead of taking it slow. Since we're not even halfway way through this game yet.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those. Splatoon 2 is one of those games where you need to maintain a certain tempo of pushing, right? You can't just force that tempo to happen here. You need your specials, you need your teammates, you need to be able to move in together here. And commentator's curse just got a bit antsy there, but hey, right now it's looking pretty nice for them with all this paint on the floor.
Yeah, it's it's mostly a case of just, especially on this map, due to how it is. It's very easy on this mode to get crossfire the second you try to go for basket.
Oh yeah, for certainly. Right now, it's just a matter of trying to
And
be
those
able to feel each
dualies
other out.
were moving.
Oh yeah, dude, this duel is in a
The
beautiful
dualies is
position, getting
moving and
behind him.
grooving.
Yep. A lot of people weak, but no, gonna shut down the cooler. Oh my goodness.
But the machine is waiting to try and get the pick. Can't gets a trade, but unfortunately, of the stars still has complete control of mid.
That was such a good shutdown for before. What was it? You're able to, the Enzap is able to grab their drinks, just being able to deny them that space and just prevent anyone else from being able to get to it. Beautiful, beautiful play by Stars here.
As
Looking,
the duelist is clearly trying to, as the duelist is trying to actually get behind commentator's curse. Does fall down, but does find a kill.
Yeah, definitely. This is what you would be looking for, honestly, if your Stars right now, just a good opportunity to set up and just slowly feed the basket.
However, they seem to not have however they had a no clams, meaning they cannot continue their push. They have one of Clam Blitz's main features is its economy system.
Yep. Definitely.
You gotta have the economy.
I think they realized that and just quickly grabbed 17 clams there in the last like 20 seconds I checked there. But you know what? Matter of having those clams.
Little bit late there.
Yeah.
That is two jumps in that commentator's curse is gonna try and pick off. They find the dualies, but can't seem to find much else from that jump. Blows up that guy in the corner, who is schmovin'.
Yep. You say it's Procyon, correct? I believe.
I believe it's how that is pronounced.
Yep. Procyon going really, really hard with this 52 here, just trying to open as many people up here by going in against 3 different players. Oh my!
You know what? That's something I would have done something similar just after the back get shot.
Yeah, you know what? Sometimes VAC works, sometimes it actually works. You're not sure until you try.
And sometimes it just doesn't.
Yep. Right now, Commentator's Curse here, looking pretty nice with the clam economy, trying able to go in, but not quite as 2 goes down.
2 balls at once. Cat fighting the jet as well.
Yep.
There's just a
beautiful
that jump in mid, and here comes a guy. Oh, they're dead.
You know what? He at least tried not to give him effort for that here. Right now, you just want to be able to paint up mid here, and Commentator's Curse needs to be able to score at least 1 power clam and 2 clams in to be able to secure the lead here with a minute ticking down. Do you think they're going to be able to do it, Kaiser, here?
It's definitely doable, but it's just a matter of utilizing their specials to break through.
Yep. The Booyah Bomb is online here, but no, it's going to be traded out here.
I lied. It's not online. They're dead.
Oh, they get to keep it because of the drinks, though.
Oh yeah, cool. I forgot about that. Again.
Yep. Very refreshing drinks here. Being
Dualies did invest crab. How finds something from the crab and gets taken out by free on the side of the stars.
Yep. If I am commentator's curse right now, this is a golden opportunity with 3 just going down.
Recently,
another 3 going down. The ball drops. It's being tossed into the basket here. 2 claims just need to get tossed in there, and that's going to be the lead for commentator's curse if that happens.
It's going to be very close, but I think of the stars does have this cover as the basket does close.
Yeah. Falco tried to go in there, drop in those last 2 clans, but just you can't outnumber 4 people shooting at you, unfortunately.
Especially as a zap, it is a lot harder.
Yep. Really unfortunate if there for commentator's curse as Stars takes this up 2-0. But there is still one more game here. We do have one more map mode.
That appears to be the power of having all the same banner.
Power of having all the same banner. do you get a power up for that? Actually?
No, it's just a joke. The power of coordination. There you go. That's what you get. Power of coordination and the ability to talk to your teammates.
All right. Time to put my teammates in a corner and T-pose until they all match the same banner here. Okay. But okay, you know what?
Impulse tried that. However, I'm not buying the DLC yet.
We're not buying the DLC yet. Okay.
I'm waiting for Side Order to come out.
Okay. That's completely fair here. But you know what? Something that's coming sooner than Side Order is game number 3 here with Splat
Correct.
Zone's Hagglefish
Game,
Market. Here.
correct. Game Freak is coming way sooner.
Way sooner.
I'd be afraid if it came next year. Something went really wrong.
Something went really wrong. The wires got crossed. They got teleported to the future. Unfortunate outcome for them. But hey, we're storing it up here.
2023 has been rescheduled for 2024. Sorry, guys.
Oh dang. Okay. Gotta check my pre-orders for some stuff there. But you know
We're
what?
seeing a leader come up. We're seeing a leader versus a ballpoint and umbrella.
And Umbrella. Okay, you know what? I can see the Umbrella working out here, especially how Jet is really strong on Hagglefish.
Yeah, but problem is umbrella.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing to overcome here. But hey, you have a little bit of auto bomb to fall back on. Not the most deadly bomb, but it's something cheap you can just toss out there. Right
Indeed.
now, it's Commentator's Curse is trying to get their way in here with these tri-strikes and a beautiful 2-down situation happens.
And the leader saying no thank you, and actually picking off both of the enemy teammates both the enemy team who killed their team may make that ultimate turn that situation into a net gain for of the stars.
Yeah, definitely here. Right now, if I were your stars right now, I just want to flip that zone, buy ourselves a bit more time here. But hey,
Goodbye.
You know what? It's a numbers game here, and that Jet here is certainly going to make that difference here.
I believe the leader got a really nice shot onto the BP's pack.
Yep. Definitely something they're going to be struggling with because the only special I think that's going to be able to reach that far is that tri-strike here. And as long as that leader stays out of harm's way, it's going to be a consistent thorn in the side for Commentator's Curse.
Mm-hmm. But Commentator's Curse does manage to just barely flip the zone before of the stars takes lead.
Yeah, definitely right here. It's just now that you have the zone here, it's all about just holding this position for as long as you can to stall as much time as possible and hopefully knock out.
And I'm gonna know what it seems. I believe of the stars has lost most of their advantages the second they brought out this comp, as they just do not have enough it's not the same amount of pain output as Commentator's Curse does.
Yeah. So essentially, this is a very interesting situation. Commentator's Curse has a lot more paint to be able to flip the zone, right? So Stars has to rely on getting those picks here, and the E-Leader definitely can't follow up anyone as easily, but it can just instantly delete you if you're caught off guard.
Mm-hmm. So and the zone is just as seen, the zone is insta flips, and the tech coming from what appears to be basically the depths of hell and finding two.
Unbelievable, dude! This tech is
Finding
going
free.
Oh,
Gotta get the quad.
No, not quite there. But hey,
Very
you know what?
close.
The teammate will clean it up for the
But you know
quad.
what? The Umbrella does clean it up, and the leader is still in a very good position. Cooler has been used beside Commentator's Curse, but
yeah, definitely right here. Commentator's Curse going to let those tri-strikes fly in to try and go in and get more kills. Procyon, the MVP on this team. Every time we watch them, something is happening on screen for sure.
The leader once again getting a very nice shot onto the pack, winning the fight against the tech only barely.
Yeah, definitely right here. This E-Leader unfortunately is going to fall down here as Commentator's Curse just happily is able to sit in the zone without much of a contest here.
Everyone has died to bomb so far. Strikes have come out. The BP is stuck on there. I believe he thought the tarp would save him, but however, it did not.
Nope, those strikes are deadly as they're able to go straight through glass, as stated on the manual.
And also right there on of the stars push, the Umbrella used its shield to basically help force its way through the zone, pushing back Commentator's Curse back into their base.
Yeah, definitely. Stars right here gonna almost take the lead here if they just hold zone for a little bit.
It's gonna be very close, but I believe they. Yeah, very close. 5 points off. However, there's still a minute left in the match, so if other stars can quickly regroup and push in, they can they can flip the zone.
Yeah, that paint problem there definitely gonna hurt stars quite a bit because they're not gonna be able to just hold a zone or stall it for as much as they need to compared to Commentator's first comp right here. Because if I'm a commentator's curse right now, all I want to do is either knock out or just hold zone for majority of the game with those trip strikes.
And what just happened on the zone? It
Be-
flipped, counter flipped, and then flipped again.
Yep. You know what? It can't decide what color it wants to be today here, but it'll hopefully decide by the end of this match here.
And the junior does take. And up the stars is getting a note, is pushing up yet again. The shot seems to the shot tries to find a pick, but the guy is able to jump out just in time. Meaning of the stars has to basically push up and hold the commentator's curse of the court for basically the next 20 ticks, give or take.
Okay, taking down that T-Tech there.
That
huge,
tech was huge, leaving just the BP. And the shot finds another pick, leaving us going down into the last 10
And
ticks.
the Jet not going to be able to paint zone. Wait,
Gonna be very
hold up. Hold
Be very close, and they do,
Wait,
and they hold the comeback of game free going to all of the stars.
Oh my gosh, that was a beautiful ending there from Stars. They were shutting down that 10 attack after they threw the trip strikes was huge because
was critical for them being able to hold the zone.
yeah, because along with that end zap, the 10 attack was like one of the best painters on that team. So so they have less of a chance to be able to flip the zones there. Jet was popped in response, but here's the thing: Jet has a lot of killing power, but it doesn't have the painting power.
Paint.
Exactly, and that was just one of those situations where just like if you didn't get those kills there, then you weren't going to be able to cap zone there, unfortunately.
Indeed.
Oh man, that was an amazing set. Honestly, at the end of the day, a lot of these teams are very, these two teams are very even, if I can say so myself here. A lot of close calls, but apparently, I guess the commentator's curse manages to hit them once again.
All right then, and with that, we shall be back shortly.
Hello, hello. Welcome back here. My name is Neptune. I'm joined here by my co-host Kaiser. Introduce yourself.
Hello, I am still here.
You are still here. You are always here, Kaiser, what I can tell. But
I,
you know,
I, I am in your walls.
you're in. Kaiser is in my walls. Hashtag Kaiser's in your walls. Start that trend on Twitter here. But hey,
Oh,
you
God.
know what? You know what? Here we are starting the round stage. We are in gold bracket here. It is shiny on top with all these beautiful teams here, Kaiser. What do you say?
Someone better win.
Someone better win. Well, you know what? That's the point of a bracket. You know, someone's gonna come out on
Also,
top and just
yes,
stand
I should
above
note this
them
will.
all.
Oh, speaking of bracket, this will be our. We should be switching, I believe, commentators after this set.
Yeah, definitely. So you know what? Kaiser might be free. He might not be in your wall. They might be in your wall.
I might not be beside your walls.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. But hey, here we're gonna be starting
Bomb
off
might, though.
here. The bomb. Oh shoot, the bombs. Oh damn. I didn't think about the bombs. Okay. Yeah. So we're gonna be starting off here with these two teams here. We have Mid Salia and Arts and Crafts. I believe that's how you pronounce it.
I'm not sure how you pronounce the first name exactly, but sure, we'll go
Okay.
with
You know
that.
what? We'll go with that here. Oh,
We
I
we
might
are
just call it
Suicune
Mid.
players.
Just call the team Mid.
That's a mid.
No, we're not gonna do that here, but hey, we have what was it? Tower Control on Inkbot Art Academy coming up here. One of a fan
A
favorite,
classic.
a classic fan favorite here, just from Splatoon 2, just being able to offer such a big variety of playstyles and weapons that are able to excel here. As we get right into
Wait
this
for the game
first
to
game
load.
here. All right, we are in.
We might be
So,
seeing swords on both teams, maybe.
oh, okay. Arts and Crafts here in the nice
Just
teal
judging by
blue.
badges, no, we are not. But however, we do see a wiper.
And Mid Celia and the bright orange here. Let's see how these two teams approach it here.
Wiper has definitely got Wiper will be good against their tent, and that's about it. Assuming
Yep.
it doesn't instantly die.
Yeah, tent's one of those weapons where like you need proper team support to be able to make it work.
Well, the
here.
tent's
Unfortunately,
already dead.
yeah, about that. I did not get the team support it needed here, but hey, you know what? Arts and Crafts here looking really beautiful.
Oh,
with that
and a
zoom.
beautiful double, and a triple on the triple. You love to
Beautiful.
see it. You love to see it.
You know, it's called the Lottery Zuka, and that is what I call cash money right there.
They won the
Beautiful,
gotcha.
Beautiful. They won the gotcha. Okay. Arts and Crafts here, already starting their lead here. The specials
got their
are coming
5-star.
on in, and everything is just going according to their plan here. As the tower is already at 56 here, and going on to the
Trying
second
to break the
checkpoint.
tent shield, almost sending that guy back down. And there's a Zuka and a pack on that one BP.
Yeah, that ballpoint's going to actually be really smart here and back up, because if they do go back up to the tower, there's going to be a face full of bullets and bombs.
Zuka finding another kill, trying to find the BP, only barely missing it, and the hammer coming in. Shot is gonna push up with it. Never mind, it was Booyah. I lied.
Yep. This is such good team coordination here coming from Arts and Crafts here. While one special is being used on platform, another one's already followed up here by this wiper here, and this wiper's unfortunately gonna run out and lose the red umbrella.
I sue the random suction bomb from the zap.
Yep.
However, I believe Arts and Crafts have broken that. Have they broken the check? No, they have not. They were very close to breaking it though.
Not quite here. The 10 umbrellas you're gonna
Yeah,
hold on for dear life.
Good, and the tent just and the pack just says no. There is someone on the tower.
Yep, not able to attend to it as quickly, but the checkpoint is going to fall there. That 10
checkpoint
umbrella,
does break, which is very good in that situation.
Yeah, the 10 umbrella just needs to stall for time in certain situations, and that's exactly what it needs to do here. Just right now, it's not looking like any good opportunities are coming up for it to be able to be used to its full potential.
But yeah, but yes, it is now. Yes, it is. It is current as the tower is still in control of Arts and Craft, as the bucket is currently on the tower, as the BP is kind of close, and the shot has a Zuka, and that guy is just, and the shot almost runs into. There's so many bombs on plat right, and a Zuka.
A Zuka for Zuka here, an eye for eye, but nothing seems to land here. Unfortunate here, as Marcy looks to find some more picks here, trying to shred some more
Going
walls.
bombs, flying pressure.
Yep. This is exactly what you need here, as Arts and Crafts able to push the tower all the way down to 28 remaining.
And this Wiper is not leaving. It's out for blood. It wants to find the BP.
Yeah, this is honestly like something that the Wiper is doing really well, controlling that upper bats area to be able to prevent them from being able to push up the tower comfortably and attack tower in a way that like, makes it super comfortable. It is a big thorn in the side of Mid Salia right here. But the Tenebrella here is going to get rushed down, but still manages to live here and use the shield to their advantage.
And does find the shot. How putting us into a free BP situation. However, as another one goes down on the side of Mid Salia, the tent shield is just getting shredded by, well, the entire enemy team.
Yeah, Tenebrella, you kind of need team support to make that work here. Unfortunately,
That pack is in a very interesting spot.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to be able to clear that check here as it goes down to 10 here before Mid Sally is able to regain control and wipe out. Yep. Okay, if I were Mid Sally right now, a minute is left on the clock and you need to make something happen. Okay, Zuka's happening.
The tent is making it happen. Fighting two right off the bat as the pack and the sword are in a 1v1, and that is free down on the side of Arts and Craft.
Yep. Right now, I think the most important thing for Mid Salia right now is just to be able to hold as much pressure as you can and control this top or bats area. This is what allows you to be safe here or with that second checkpoint. But right now, one goes down, and this seems to be.
The trades start coming out.
Yep. Ooh, beautiful shot there from the spotter shot. But
and it is just a 10 on the side of Mid Salia. Finding one cannot shoot in time to find the other guy. That's the end of Mid Salia's push in the lap. And I believe that is they have to basically rush the tower, otherwise they will not have another chance at a push.
Yeah, but with all these specials online, are you going to be able to get to tower at easily? Not quite here. I think this is a game here for Arts and Crafts. That was a very dominant showing from this team, not going to lie here.
Correct. I should also note, I believe this is best of free, meaning we could be seeing a very quick set here.
Yeah, exactly, right? Just because, being up 1-0 is huge, right? Because you have this momentum here. You put the enemy team in a position of, like, how are you going to answer our team call here, right? And it's all about being able to adjust not only to what the team is going to pull out, but what map and mode you're going to be playing on as well.
All right, then. Next up for our next, my throat is dying. Next up is Rainmaker Undertow Spillway.
Yep, Undertow Spillway is a rather controversial map, but Rainmaker on it is really, really nice. Not gonna lie.
I'll give it. It's fine with Rainmaker, but most of the modes I don't really like it for.
Yeah, you know what? That's an understandable take to have here, but
especially spot zones.
Okay. It's not spot zones though. You know what?
It's Rainmaker.
You don't need to exist. You don't need to exist in the Undertow's walls at this rate.
Undertow zones is just a case of just let the backlines fight it out.
Let the backlines fight it out. Okay. You know what? I like to call it the Zuka fight. The Zuka training arc. Zuka versus training dummy is my favorite. I know, right? A lot of good.
Of the best.
So many good opportunities just to be able to find picks, beautiful shots that can just arc right across and just nail someone right across the map. Hey, it's called the Lotto Zuka, and it can easily cash out on this map because of rigged odds. But hey, let's see here. Arts and Crafts seems like they're going to be sticking with their tried and true comp here with the Wiper.
And there's the counter sword. I figured that was coming eventually.
Yep. Shipping to the Tenebrella here, which honestly is I respect. It's a hard weapon to make it to work here, but hey, you know what? With these long lanes on Undertow right here, you might be able to push the enemy team and make them sit in awkward positions.
Yeah, as I was gonna say though, it has the issue of though they just don't. That shot is fighting his demons over there.
Yep. The Trizuka is online and a beautiful pick. One.
Shredding the tent shield, and it's gonna run down the tent. Tent hits twice. It's gonna try and finish it off. Finishes off, and it's just gonna keep running. Never mind, the source said no, so the pack.
The first checkpoint almost falls already, and it's hardly been a minute here. That is insane speed that Arts and Crafts is playing at here.
But yes,
Yep, go ahead.
I was going to say, I would. It's the main issue for Mid-Salia is the case of they just don't have the paint that Arts and Crafts does, having a shot and a zap as compared to just a zap.
Yeah, exactly. Because right now, this Marcy over here on the spotter shot just has all the room in the world to move around and just get all the positions they want to be able to uh, play shot to its maximum efficiency here.
However, I may be wrong as mid. Oh,
That squid roll and being able to just barely scrape up to 62 points was beautiful there. And dodging that hammer, that was an art form right there.
the BP seems to be struggling. Popping the Rainmaker. You know what? I'll give it to him. It's very hard to do,
Yeah,
especially as a shot player. That's very hard. It's very hard for me to do it. I forget it's there.
Oh! Okay, looks like
The shot is trying to make up its mind on where it's going.
Yep. You know what? You don't know where you're going, but you are going to go to one checkpoint eventually here as the Zuka gets popped. Finds one. Is it going to find two?
Cannot, but they are going to run it but the tent has other news to say too, that just shutting down that push as the shot continues to just run around the map as shots tend to do.
Yeah, this is definitely seeing Marcy's POV right here.
The shot attempted to count money. However, the wiper does jump in the way and does go down as a result of that play.
It seems like every time we go to RC, there's something happening. But hey, you know what? Going over
and here we go again. They are flanking. Here comes the fighting Zuka.
Oh boy, Zuka's popped right up close. Not something you initially want to do.
Not something I recommend doing personally. But you know what?
You know what? Maybe a panic one could work, but hey, you just slow yourself down quite a bit with not being able to paint your feet afterwards. So, you know what? Mid-Salia right here, just looking to see if they can get the first checkpoint right here. The Stamper is trying to put some pressure on the top right here as the Zuka gets popped.
Unfortunately, Nyazuka or the Sword could find anything on the right side, and they are in fact getting crossfire and are looking to be pincered if they aren't careful. The tent rushes forward, but gets Zuka right in the face.
I swear, every time a Zuka gets popped on this map, something's gonna happen here.
Someone dies.
Someone dies, whether it be you or the enemy. One thing.
And here comes Spider-Man from the top ropes into a wipeout. And here comes a wipeout on Arts and Craft.
Yep. Arts and Crafts here just almost was trying to extend that lead there just by a little bit here, but in return just get completely wiped out here, and a lot of mid control just go straight to Mid-Salia as they try to make their way to the first checkpoint. And it's gonna go through. Nice.
Breaking the check, being only 8 points off. One guy barely dodging the pack shot as the tent is flanking.
Holy, wait, hold up.
Well,
oh, if that actually worked, could you imagine what could have happened? The amount of shenanigans that would have happened.
Yes, that would have been insane if that could have worked. That definitely could have been a very huge lead for Mid-Salia.
Right now, a minute is left on the clock here, and Mid-Salia needs to be able to push through just to get those last bit of points to be able to actually score here and take the lead.
Finds one. There's a guy stuck in a corner though. That's free down on the side of Arts and Craft. And that's a wipe out. Leaving just the wipe. Well it is Mid-Salia can definitely extend their lead as the tent show dice as that guy dies to a bomb.
Yep. That 10 umbrella there just made the play that was able to give such a big lead to be Mid-Salia right there, not gonna lie.
Zap dumps it off the map. I guess.
Yeah, right now, Arts and Crafts needs to grab that thing ASAP and be able to actually run it all the way. A tall order for when that Rainmaker clock is already starting, especially when that Jet's gunning for you.
And the pack does from the pick, meaning game 2 goes to what? Thank you, Recall. God. Yes, that means game 2 has gone to Mid-Salia. I mean, we're going on to our third and final game of this set.
That was really well played. Some might chalk it up to a happy accident for that 10 umbrella, but no, that was all skill right there. Being able to find 3 players back to back and using the shield to sandwich the person that dropped down, unfortunately, between the ramp and the top.
Next, our final map of this shall be Clamblets on Crab Leg Capital.
Crab Leg. We're back to Crab Leg. Okay, you know what?
I'm hyped.
I'm down. I'm hyped for this. You know what? Clam Blitz on this map is going to be crazy fun, not going to lie here. Just a lot of opportunities to just move in and out of the enemy's base, as well as just opportunities for defense here is going to be pretty sweet, especially with a lot of variety and different comps that are going to be able to function on this map.
Correct.
I'm curious to see how Arts and Crafts is going to be able to adapt to the Tenebrella there, because it felt like they kept it in check overall in game 1, but in game 2, that Tenebrella was just able to get a lot of opportunities to be able to just like make big plays. And you saw the Tenebrella go for that flank there earlier, right? And while it didn't work out, it was still like a good idea if it was able to. And they were just letting the Tenebrella be able to do more that game, it felt like, especially with how Rainmaker, they can just hide behind the shield or do something else to be able to get those picks to be able to push it forward.
Yeah, correct.
All right. Is it 3 times in a row we're going to see this Tenebrella here?
We see the 10 again. Let's go.
Wait, oh, okay. I got a bit confused. I thought that was a knot. Okay, I need.
It's a knot and a 10.
It's a knot and a 10. Okay, you know what? That explains what I saw. Okay, so double splatling coming out here, and this is going to be a pretty big paint problem here. So the Zap needs to be able to stay alive here.
As the Nautilus, unfortunately instantly drops, goes down. The sword is here.
The sword is here to shred the Tenebrella, but hey, gonna live to tell the tale here. But how long can you do this when you're on the wall and barely living with a little bit of HP?
And that guy just exploded.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of explosive
I can't say much about what happened there. And Zuka comes out as the BP has to drop in order to dodge Zuka, save its pack, and hopefully get. And would probably be using its pack as the enemy team's pack once the enemy team's pack is end. But the pack does find a pick on the sword.
Yep, I can see why they just want to hold on to what was it? The jet there, because the jet is really important to be able to start these pushes, and just not popping it too preemptively is a really smart move on Arts and Crafts' part here.
That was a very interesting kill. The Nautilus, the Nautilus is going.
A mom get the camera mom, but the camera's a Trizuka here.
The shot in D, and the shot finds a pick on one of the teammates, farming for another Zuka as the Wiper is almost back to its special. It's probably gonna use.
Yep. They're gonna try and throwing the Ultra Step directly, because fighting these 2 Splatlings here is very difficult for the Wiper here. They need to be able to find those off angles and be able to get those opportunities to either one shot or just completely get them by surprise here, and it's not going to be easy here on Crableg.
Yeah, the thing is, at current, when it comes to both teams, while that's a very nice kill. That's a very nice pack kill from the BP onto the Zap.
Yep. Being able to hit the squid roll there, but hey, throwing those strikes out a little bit too preemptively right in front of the umbrella is going to get you splatted here, as Arts and Crafts here is going to be put on the back pedal as the big control is going to fall over to Mid-Salia.
Yeah, definitely. The main thing's happening here is a case of it's very hard for Mid-Salia to basically get control and push. However, Mid-Salia is very good at controlling area thanks to their calm.
Yep, and that Tenebrella just got a beautiful double there with the Trizuka here. Trizuka is a really strong specialized that consistently is getting doubles here.
And the BP is just there for good measure.
Yep. You know what? The BP there, that's not the true backline. It's the Trizuka here. Let's be honest.
Trizuka's a true backline, yes.
Yeah. Right now,
it's definitely a case of it's like with it's a case of it's very easy for Mid-Salia to hold an area, but it's hard for him to push it.
Yep.
However, it's the inverse problem for Arts and Crafts.
Yeah, exactly. Right now, but when Mid-Salia is going to get the wipeout and be able to take the lead here with that basket starting to open up.
However, Mid-Salia does not have that many clams to work with, going 2 down in the process of trying to push.
Yep. Mid-Salia here is going to get quite a solid number of clams in here, leading the 65 points remaining here. That was a really solid push.
However, for Arts and Crafts, they basically only have to score two balls to flip this lead, and it looks like they're already trying to set up for further push.
Yep, this jetpack's gonna come online here. Hopefully, you got to find a pick, maybe two.
Finds
But
one,
hey,
two dead. Ooh, and that's a wipe out on the arts and
ooh,
craft.
beautiful. I imagine the call out was made there on the jet recall there, and just was able to be punished as effectively as it was there.
Hmm.
Beautiful defense here from Mid Salia here. Arts and Crafts needs to be able to get some clam economy here because if you don't get that power clam at the end here, well, you're not going to be able to get into overtime and score or to be able to take the lead.
Hmm. And
My Trizuka's bigger than yours, is what Marcy's saying right now.
that was that was incredible. And the shot's just ignoring the zap, but comes back to kill him.
Yep, Marcy, the MVP on arts and crafts side here, is just putting in the work here, consistently paying for Zuka, getting those picks,
Hmm.
and just consistently doing a
Going further
lot of
back
pressure.
with Suzuka, almost finding it on three separate occasions, just barely missing it every time.
Yep, we're gonna be able to punish a jump here, but no, drop roll is gonna be able to prevent that from happening here.
With
The
the
clams are still there, and Mid Salia is at a player deficit right now. This is very doable for arts and crafts here.
mhm, it's especially having a Zuka ready to go. Here comes one. It finds the 10. Hammer come as well. Finds two. That's free down. Down. That's free down on the side of Midsalia with barely any clams needed, and that is game going to arts and craft.
Yep. Those specials just all came out one after the other to just be able to clear that basket area, and that power clam was uncontested, along with the follow-up clams that gave them the lead there. Fantastic
Hmm.
job from Arts and Crafts there. Beautiful push.
Indeed.
Oh my gosh, that was amazing coordination there, Arts and Crafts side. I think one thing they've noticed was just like, hey, once we get specials here, we can just kill them here with Zuka, or just use the Ultra Stamp to be able to go up here, right?
Ooh.
Because one thing that a Tenebrella struggles with, and this is for all weapons, is just fighting against specials in general is not favored for Tenebrella. So just being overwhelmed by them is one way to be able to shut it out and just
Hmm.
allow Arts and Crafts to be able to get the opportunity to get into the basket.
Indeed.
Yeah, definitely here. But yeah, that was a great 8 game aim right there, not gonna lie. But hey, there's gonna be even better and greater games coming up here shortly. I've been Neptune,
I've
and
been Kaiser.
thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome back to From the Ink Up 40. We are picking right up where Kaiser and Neptune left off, bringing you some gold bracket round 2 action. My name is Sofa King, captain of the Whip Rays, and I'm back again on the mic with From the Ink Up for this milestone tournament. And I am here with my co-host, Lucky. Why don't you tell us about yourself, Lucky?
Hello everyone, I'm Lucky, and this is my first time commentating in a while, and I'm very excited to be here with you guys.
We love that. We love that, Lucky. Thank you. Let's get right into this upcoming match. We are already in the room here. We've got Cooldown versus Valence. Only 8 teams are left in this single elimination bracket. This round, just like the one you just saw, is best of 3. Lucky, do you have an early favorite? Do you recognize any of these players?
I'm not recognizing any of these players, but I am liking the name of... I'm liking the name of Cooldown. It's I like that name. It looks really nice.
Chill vibes for sure. Cooldown, I would say, are probably the favorites going into this one. In the last 3 From the Ink Up events they've played in, including From the Ink Down, they've made top 8 in gold bracket each time. So this has been their ceiling. We shall see if they can surpass it. As we get started into game 1 here, Splat Zones on Barnacle and Dime. Let's take a look at the early comps.
Ooh, these comps look very interesting. I'm glad to see some, Splattershot play in these games. Definitely one of my favorite weapons. And we also see that we have a couple of Trizukas in this game as well.
We do. We've been seeing lots of Trizukas all day with Cooldown in the yellow, Valence in the purple, and we are getting underway here in neutral. The Brella able to take some early mid control as both teams are skirmishing, just kind of feeling each other out. Where's that first pick going to come from? Who do you think is going to be the X factor in this game?
I'm seeing that I feel like the Nautilus will be, very important in this game because of how great backline is and how great Nautilus is as well, especially with that rain.
I agree completely. You're seeing a lot of area control weapons here with the knot and the bow on one side. The tent, which does go down on the other side. Cooldown is going to go down 2 here, or I'm sorry, up 2 as they're going to be advancing forward. Still seems like lots of trades back and forth. Nobody's got decisive control. Is this Slosher going to get pinched? Wow, and Cooldown is going to be taking control back of the zone.
That was a very good comeback coming from Cooldown. We see how Valent had very, locked down on that zone, and Cooldown was able just to get rid of them. We see that the I think that was the Tenta was able to get a good kill, but the Nautilus came in with the trade and now is throwing down a rain to get control of that zone once again.
You typically don't see teams coming back in and contesting on this zone so quickly, but Valence is going to go up 2 here. It seems like their lockout is going to be underway. They're definitely getting the lead here as you see some jump outs from Cooldown. The question is, how many points can they get as Guwapa is set up all over? I love that name, is set up all up on the opposing teams. Glass 3 will go down on Cooldown. We can't quite see what's going on, but Valence, my goodness, they might be able to run this pretty close to a knockout.
Valence is doing a great job on keeping Cooldown locked down in their base. We see that Cooldown struggling just a little bit to get out. But I did see someone sneak out just a little bit. And, Cooldown is definitely... Ooh, Nautilus gets a kill on that Senta, sadly. And, 2 other kills, which is a wipeout. Very nice from Cooldown.
And I think that's game 1 for Valence. Valence, that Nautilus just coming in with the insane stuff in the pit. And my goodness... the first minute or so was kind of back and forth, but once Valence got settled in, they were untouchable. If we're taking a look at how these teams might adjust to each other, what they've each learned from this game, right? As we're going into Mako Mart Tower Control, who do you think that one favors? Valence to win 2-0, or do you think Cooldown's got something cooking?
I feel like Valence might be able to go 2-0 because we see that Nautilus was really gone on locking down Cooldown in their base. Especially, that rain was very, very dangerous, and Nautilus is already a dangerous weapon as it is.
I agree completely, and you saw that both sides did have a V-Slosh, if I'm remembering correctly. They've got their Tri-Strikes on either side going for the GGs that you'll need for Tower. But I was just impressed with, how effortlessly Valence was able to get their game plan going. We talked about Cooldown and their resume. Valence, on the other hand, they played in From the Ink Up 39 most recently and had a nice placing top 8 in silver. To the best of my knowledge, this is their first gold appearance, and they're making the most of it. Mako Mart Tower Control, what do you think is the key to winning on that map mode, regardless of what your comp is?
In my opinion, I feel like a crab tank or maybe even a kraken is really good for a mode like tower control, because those are two really controlling ultimates, and especially with the weapons that have those ultimates, you could like be very controlling on on the tower and just keep that other team like away from you.
I love that idea. Would love to see something funky like a blob deco coming out this match to get that Kraken. Any slosher is going to really nicely take advantage of those ledges. We could see splashes coming out. The only weapons that I don't think will change are those two V sloshes. But man, I just love Mako Mart Tower Control. There's so many sneaky routes that you can take to try and get back to mid. We're going to see maybe some more interesting plays from both teams than we did in that first game. Let's take a look at our comps here as we see a Tri-Slosh, the tent still coming back from cooldown. And man, looks like Valence, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's exactly what I was thinking. I think that Nautilus made a really smart decision on keeping, staying on Nautilus, because Nautilus is a very controlling type weapon, especially on Mako Mart, with how open it is. That's a lot of availability for the Nautilus to get kills, and I think same with the Tri-String as well.
I agree completely, especially since the V-Slosh swept off to Tri-Slosh, and it'll go down. The Zuka finding another pick as Valence is already up 2 again, beginning another push within the first 30 seconds. I don't know that they see this flanking splash, though, as the Knot will be able to pick it off.
That Knot is playing very frontline for a Nautilus, which is always surprising to see, especially, coming from series and open games. And I think that's a very fascinating way to play a backline weapon.
I agree. We're seeing a little bit of frantic behavior from Cooldown here. As you can tell, they're feeling the pressure. That Tri-Slosh will go down, the ball point trying to take a defensive position, but they do get a clean pick on the side there. My goodness, it's just trades back and forth, though. Not a great push for Valence, not maybe as good as we were expecting, so this is really anybody's game.
Well, Cooldown definitely were having a very frantic moment, but it seems that they're starting to control themselves and get back together. But it seems like they just can't get a final kill on Valence with a trade from the Nautilus and the Splash as well. And Slosher does get the kill on the person on tower, but dies to Trizuka.
Back and forth, back and forth. This spec cam just is not settling down. Every time somebody gets a kill, they die shortly after, although it does seem like Cooldown is getting their wings a little bit, getting underneath them. We've got a Zuka online from Goji, which will be popping out onto Plat, searching. Oh, finding the Knot somebody else was able to come across, and man, it looks like Cooldown is certainly going to make this a game.
Cooldown is finally, bringing themselves together, and now they're getting a lot of kills. It seems like Valence is struggling just a little bit, and also losing lead as well. We see the Nautilus is just putting some ink down and trying to avoid getting killed by those very scary Chizuka shots. I think it's the trade with the Splash as well.
Yeah, that was impressive for sure. And now 3 are going down from cooldown, so they were able to sneak the lead. But overall, neither team has really been able to push it past the opposing team's plat. I think that's because of all the midline and backline you're seeing in this lobby. What do you think that cooldown is going to have to do to try and maintain this lead that they have?
I think definitely that the ballpoint and the tent are going to have to work together more with how oppressive they are. We see that they're very spread out, like occasionally, and when they started working together, they were able to get the lead. But it seems like Valence was able to take that lead straight back and is about to get the kill on the tent as well.
Impressive. They do not see this slosher coming around from behind. The Zuka can't find it. I think they still might not know. They do jump out. 2 will go down on the side of Valence, but they get a pretty commanding lead starting to dig into that second checkpoint. As Suna is taking on the slosher, dipping, diving. Man, they really need to get that clean, and they do. So Cooldown will be pushing once again this crab in a nice accelerated position. Wow, I don't quite know how it went down, but man, still very back and forth, and you got to think that's favoring Valence right now.
Yeah, Valence is doing really good on picking on getting really good picks on the scattered players from Cooldown. We see that currently Cooldown is down too, but same with Valence. Valence has currently lost tower, and now they're just grouping back together while Cooldown is just trying to get some, ink on the floor so they can, have more free space.
Sigu Wappa maybe unwisely advanced there, putting their team in a disadvantage. A pick by the tent and a jump out from Valence is going to give a huge opportunity to cool down. Now, they've got a lot of specials going. They've got Zuka, they've got Jet. They have a minute left to try and push this tower as a trade happens on either side. Another trade, which we've seen so much of. The tower goes down and the push is stopped for now.
Currently, Valence is still in the lead with about 30 seconds left on the board. Trizuka's coming out to, create some more space and push cooldown back. We see Slosher gets a very nice kill, but has to run away from that very scary ballpoint.
That's Slosher doing the Lord's work to stagger the other team and try to maintain this victory condition. You've got the Whale coming out. The Tri-Slosh goes down somewhere off screen, and that's going to be hugely staggering to cooldown as Valence looks like they're on the verge of a 2-0. The Brella will go down as 3 will go down on the side of cooldown, and Valence hops on the tower a few seconds to go, and it looks like they are going to cruise all the way to semifinals with, man, it seemed like a back-and-forth game, but the final minute, Valence played it perfectly. What did you think about that one, Lucky?
That was a very good game, and I'm glad to see that Valence kept their original comp because, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And Cooldown, they were doing really well once they were able to get that lead back. They just started scattering, which made it a little bit harder to, keep Valence away. But Cooldown was doing a really good job, and they were fighting against Valence very well. But Valence just had the more oppressive comp, especially with that rain being a constant nuisance in Cooldown's back.
I agree completely. And if you're cooldown, maybe you're going back to the drawing board. You're thinking, man, we've done so well getting the gold bracket, getting through that round 1, but we keep getting stuffed at that round 2 level. What do we have to do to hit the next level? Valence, in the meantime, their stonks are going up. They're in semifinals in their first time in gold. We might see them later on today, but either way, we'll be back with one of the 2 semifinal sets, Arts and Crafts advancing to semifinals on the other side of the bracket. And we'll see you in a bit, folks. Don't go anywhere. Hello, lovely From the Ink Up viewers, and we are back with semifinals of this milestone tournament From the Ink Up Week 40. We have two terrific teams here for you that have made it to the top four. We have Arts and Crafts, and we have a fan favorite, commentator favorite, TO favorite. We're totally not biased. IRS with our head TO, Anakin. Anakin has told us that if she does not win the tournament, we are all fired. So there is a little bit of bias happening here. But we will try our best to maintain neutrality. Either way, I'm excited to see a good set. What about you, Lucky?
I'm also very excited. I'm rooting for IRS because I don't want to get fired, and also I love Anakin. So, woohoo!
Who doesn't? Who doesn't? IRS, some recent stuff they've done, and From the Ink Up 39, they did make gold bracket, but were knocked out in round one. So my goodness, I mean, this may be, to my knowledge at least, the farthest they've gone. I would be super excited to see them go further. Arts and Crafts seems like to be a relatively new squad. I recognize some of these names like Golurk and Sadboy. I don't necessarily recognize this exact grouping of players. Earlier on stream, we saw Marcy going crazy with that shot. But man, I'm interested to see how this plays out because we've got some solid names on both sides. And Scorch Gorge Clamblitz is going to be first up. What do you think's the? You were saying earlier that this was your favorite map of the whole game. What do you like the most about it?
I really like the design. I like the barren wasteland design that they went for, and it looks absolutely beautiful. And I love how like they included like the old like spawn points in like how it's covered up. That's a very interesting like detail they added. I also seen like every single time I play on Scorch Gorge, no matter the mode, I always win. And I don't know, I feel like getting into the enemy's base and even mid, it's just a fun time all around, especially with Clamblitz.
You always win. You're telling me you have an 100% win rate on Scorch Gorge? I want to see your Nintendo Online app. We got to verify that stat, but we're going to be getting underway. We see Marcy coming back with the shot. Way more frontline oriented comp than we saw in our last set, and double splatlight for IRS. What are your thoughts on that?
That's actually a very interesting comp to run on Scorch Gorge with double splatlight. That's double backline, which is, I wouldn't say the worst, but it's also frontline or midline is also really good for a map like this. But you know, it's exciting. But we do see the splash, or not the splash, the splatter shot already gets a kill on the ballpoint, and we also see the end zap down as well.
And we do seem to be stuck in a little bit of a beginning neutral here. The strikes are going to come out from Arts and Crafts trying to push the IRS back. The IRS ain't coming for your local Michael's Craft Shop today. They are going to be chased away as we are still kind of deadlocked here. One from IRS does go down, although Arts and Crafts are marked. We're kind of deadlocked here. Other than the shot, who do you think is going to be the player to watch?
I would definitely say either the Wiper or maybe the Slosher. We see that they're already running in with the football, which is, you know, very dangerous because that football is very close in base. That could just be one like quick swim in, and that's a football in already. But we do see that IRS was able to push them back before they could throw it in.
Pretty crazy defense by that Knot. I don't know who that Knot might be, but they are obviously a very cool person.
That's
who should
Anakin.
definitely give their commentators a raise. Anyways, IRS is going 3 down with just the ballpoint left. It looks like Arts and Crafts is about to score here. They're waiting until their teammates get back to pop this jet, which is very wise, but the Zuka will just slice them out of the sky as IRS continues to go down. Arts and Crafts are going to be piling in these clams, although it looks like the push might stop here with a wipeout.
A nice 41 lead. That's really good, and it's not that too difficult to come back from either for IRS. They just need they need to play together a lot and make sure that they get rid of that ballpoint in Slosher. That's definitely very deadly if you're trying to walk into someone's base. We see that they were able to break their barrier, but I don't think they can get any clams in at the moment.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to stall there at 80, which is, not bad to get points on the board, but you're looking for something more sustained for sure. Marcy has that Zuka at the ready. Keep an eye out for that as we resume neutral here. Specials are being popped in both directions. Ooh, tax fraud will go down as they're picking at the Knot, poking, trying to take advantage of this numbers advantage, but Man, still trades on either side. Not really clear ink control as Marcy will go down, and the IRS is coming for the arts and crafts.
We see that our not currently has a football ready in possession, just waiting for a moment to run into their base and get another football in. We see a inkjet also come out and a second football as well. We see Arts and Craft is getting kind of pushed back into their base. You see they're struggling just a little bit. Slosher does get the nice kill in it, and IRS is really close to throwing in that football.
They are, but then they go 2 down, so they're losing some of these players that had huge stockpiles of clams built up. You see a jump out, and Arts and Crafts are just able to push them away, but Ram is up here. We have the jumps coming in so that they can secure mid. My goodness, they went so many down, but really didn't give up all that much pressure. Tax Fraud will go down as IRS is at a numbers disadvantage here. Anakin trying to hold the ramp here against the incoming Arts and Crafts members. Not sure how that wiper went down, but we're still back and forth, and IRS does not have a lot of time to get a push going.
We're definitely seeing how, like, offensive that Slosher and Trizuka are. I mean, like, they're getting a whole bunch of kills, which is very dangerous, especially for IRS with their double backline. We see that Not was able to get a kill and got a second kill stolen, sadly. Trizukas are coming out, which is very dangerous. With 1 minute left on the board, can IRS just get that final two footballs in order to get that lead back?
Fortunately, IRS is going to go 3 down here, and now they have to gear up for another push while also losing mid. A nice pick there by Ram, but my goodness, they need to pop specials just to get back into mid, let alone get to the basket. As Rem trying to find something here, not able to, and the Not will go down. 2 will go down for IRS. They are able to trade that out, but you can't be taking trades with 20 seconds left. However, Arts and Crafts will go 2 down, and their best frontline player is going to have a ball marking them. Marcy, you got to dish this ball maybe if you're going to try and fight defensively. There's only a few seconds left. The wiper will go down, which will give IRS an opening. They have strikes ready. They have some clams to make use of. You see Anakin taking a very offensive position with this Not, trying to make something happen, because that overtime timer is not generous as they are going to rush into the ramp. Strikes forcing them off. 2 down from the side of Arts and Crafts. 2 down on either side. The strikes coming out defensively. I don't know if IRS is going to have the time. Ball versus ball here. It's trying to go in. They do manage to score. The jet comes in. You see jumps coming in from both teams. Rem desperately trying to find something. Man, 2 down from IRS. They're trying to sneak in here. Oh, I don't think they can get it.
How unfortunate. And only 61, we see that they were only just down. They were so close, but that is game with Arts and Crafts getting that win 61 to 41. We see how IRS was very close to taking that lead in the last moment. They were just missing only a few clams, but both teams did really well. I think definitely IRS should have brought in some beacons to be able to jump closer to their base more often.
Yeah, I think that sustaining pressure is definitely something that they could look at as they're looking back at that game. Do you anticipate any comp changes from either team heading into Mako Mart splat zones?
Definitely, I think they might change the double backline, because backline isn't not that backline is bad on splat zones, but double backline isn't the best, especially on Mako Mart, because it's a very open space. It's not hard to get flanked, so when you're a slow moving weapon, it'll be harder to flick immediately to get that kill on that flank.
Well, we are about to open up the debate club, because I don't know. If I'm IRS, I think we stand pat, and this is why. IRS, back in the second set of our stream today, on this very map mode, got an insane comeback win over Crab Rave, and they were able to do it with a comp very similar to the one they just ran. So I'm hoping that if they don't freak out too much, oh, you're right, the no not, but we'll see. Maybe the same will happen. But either way, it's not over for IRS until that final buzzer goes off. And you are going to see that same change, no not, with the bow coming out. This is exactly what they did to beat Crab Rave. Who do you think we got to keep an eye on?
That's very interesting for them to bring out a stringer. Oh, but sadly that those slosher and that I think that's a normal splatter shot go down immediately, and we see that Arts and Crafts already has control, and that Tetris is just in their base getting getting really good flanks, which is I think a good reason why they didn't bring back double backline, because those flanks are very dangerous, especially on Mako Mart.
I agree completely, but hey, this is just how it started against Crabrave as we see, wow, that was a pretty crazy splat bomb pick by Golurk here, desperately trying to use strikes to milk as many points as they can out of this zone, but it will flip at this point. Strong opening for Arts and Crafts. They do go 2 down here, and now IRS is going to be setting up into a lockout position, getting the chumps, the Reef. Ooh, not able to do too much there.
Ooh.
What does Arts and Crafts have to do to get this zone back?
We see that Arts and Crafts are getting picked one by one because it seems like they're accidentally taking turns rushing into 4, which is not the best idea. I feel like they definitely have to back up and regroup a little bit because it seems like they're just getting picked off one by one. We see Inkjet coming out, getting a couple of hits, but I don't think doing too much damage with 2 going down, and Zone currently on Arts and Crafts side, so they're doing a very good job on getting Zone back and getting the rest of IRS just away from that zone as well.
A nice amount of picks coming out from Arts and Crafts, and they are all going to be able to jump back into that ball point when you see those trades going down. Marcy not able to find anything with the Zuka, but that penalty timer is almost out. They're trying to pull a sneaky maneuver here. I don't think Rem sees them, and can they find Rem? 2 of their teammates have gone down. Getting this pick clean is crucial, and they get it, and they're coming back up in the crab. They have to hide because they do not have any other teammates around. Marcy doing a great job of being aware of that situation and not even taking a trade there.
Unfortunately, we see that Splash got jumped by 2 people. I think it was an Inkjet and someone else. We see that Marcy managed to stay alive. Oh, well, not until now. Commentators curse, as they say. We see Alexis now just trying to, regain some health after being tagged a lot. Now pulling out the Trizuka, getting a nice pick on Golurk, and also another kill on Marcy, getting ready to take that zone.
And that Reef Slider, though, just snagged 2 members of IRS off of the zone there as the Tetris will go down, desperately trying to fight to have control here. It looks like IRS is going to have the ink control for now. The Tri-Slosh sweeping in to take 1. Can't take the second one, so that'll be a trade. But 2 members of Arts and Crafts are going down. This Striker is the last one alive as Golurk is going to get rushed down by the crab, pinched from behind. And man, even though IRS has taken this back, this game has just been so back and forth.
IRS and Arts and Craft are doing a lot of back and forth, which is good. Oh, we see IRS is getting close to taking that lead, only 2 more seconds. And that's a nice... Oh, last second! How unfortunate for IRS.
Couldn't even tell what capped the zone there. Was it the jet? I don't even know. Either way, IRS is able to get it right back as contesting in street. A great kill by the Tri-Slosh. And man, looking for their next target. A trade out helps IRS on the left side there. You see Shenny coming in. Tax Fraud trying to do a little sharking with the juice there underneath the ledge. They're only a couple ticks away from taking this back. A great clean kill. They don't see Tax Fraud coming in on the side. They are able to get picked. But man, they're not able to get back into this zone. 2 members of IRS are going to go down. Squid trying to find something with the jet, and they do. They find the Tri-Stringer, and the cap will go back to Arts and Crafts.
I'm not sure if you've seen that as well, but I think the Smash might have done a little squid bag after getting those 2 kills. We see that currently Arts and Craft is in control with just a little bit of penalty left. Will they be able to get down to that 18 mark before IRS comes in and takes zone back again? We see the Tetras gets killed by the Slosher, and we see Soda's coming out, but gets the trade with the ballpoint splatling, and IRS taking capping zone once again, or at least struggling to.
I thought they were going to as well. They do get a nice double there, fighting over it. They do get it. Only a couple seconds left. Now, does IRS have some of that Mako Zones magic that helped them out against Crab Rave in round 2 of groups? Rem trying to find a pick here. The Reef going in once again, and my God, this time it pays off, getting a cap and a pick. Only a couple of seconds left. The Bow just trying to tap shot their way out of certain death. 3 will go down for IRS, and wow, a wipeout ends it. Arts and Crafts will take the commanding 2-0 lead.
IRS was so close, just a pinch off of getting that cap off. But you know, Iris or not Iris, Arts and Crafts just last moment gets that cap and takes that lead back, and seems like that Mako Mart magic has worn off for IRS, sadly.
It has, but is it the magic wearing off, or is it Arts and Crafts playing hot? I think it's a little bit of both. What do you like most about this 2-0 lead that we've seen thus far from ANC?
We've seen the Arts and Crafts were doing are really good when it comes to, you know, having retakes. I mean, we've seen in the Clan Blitz game where IRS was really close into their base, and even last moment we're getting a lot of clams back, but you know, Arts and Crafts was ready to just get that retake back, and same with here. Our IRS had a crazy lead of 19-30, and just in the last moments, Arts and Crafts came in and took that lead of 13 and stopped them from getting that zone back, especially with that Reef Slider as well. Man, was that a really useful Reef Slider.
It was so interesting to watch that, because I agree with you too. There were a couple of Reef Sliders that we were both a little bit critical of and thinking, oh, I don't know if you're, doing that at the right time without teammates. That one didn't really have teammates around either, but it got the cap and it got the pick. Something about that Reef Slider in that moment just worked. And it'll be interesting to see how these moments play out in Game 3. Do you think Arts and Crafts sweeps here?
I don't know. They might, just with the fact that we are going into tower control Hagglefish Market, and we see that they are bringing in a Tri-Stringer and Crab Tank. You know, IRS just might be able to get this game, but we also do see Trizuka, Reef Slider, and Inkstrike again. And those are very controlling ultimates or specials, especially on a map like Hagglefish with tower as well.
The S-Blast, too, coming out on the side of Arts and Crafts is pretty cool. As you see an early flank attempt over here by Marcy is going to get picked, which will give IRS an early advantage. 2 will go down. IRS can hop on that tower and get cooking now. You got your advantage. You got your crab. You got your specials. Man, another pick, and they're taking swift control of the court here.
We see that Arts and Crafts are definitely little, kind of forced back, but we do see that they are getting ready to get back in. But IRS currently were able to get 1 checkpoint with Arts and Crafts now on the tower, kind of just bringing it back into middle, and also pushing back IRS a lot.
They are indeed. You saw a great Reef Slider pick there. 58 ain't going to win it for you on Hagglefish, as the members of IRS do continue to fall here. Static pressing up very far with that S-Blast. Caught in the gas. Ooh, is sniped by a burst bomb towards the end there. They're still pushing tower on the side of Arts and Crafts, but they do have a numbers disadvantage. They're trying to break the check, get the lead here, and see how far they can push this.
We see currently Arts and Crafts is now in the lead of 51-58. This isn't a hard take back. They just really need to get rid of that S-Blast with how dangerous it is with tower. That's a single pop and boom. Whoever's on tower is dead. We see that IRS is now getting ready to take that tower. Ooh, that Slosher does get that kill though, sadly, and is now throwing ink strikes with control over tower.
And I don't know how Gurlok didn't go down there. It seemed like they were at 99.9 damage, but whoa,
oh, wow.
That was a very interesting splat bomb pick, as IRS is in a numbers disadvantage once again, popping that crab really without teammates able to move in with it. And Arts and Crafts was previously stopped at 51, but it looks like they're going to get quite a bit more off of this. Never mind, as everybody except Marcy will go down, and then eventually the long wipe following. Tax Fraud taking a really aggressive position up front with that tri-slash. Now is their moment to try and take fights together.
There seems to be a lot of blue on the floor, but IRS isn't taking full advantage of this. I think it might be because of how oppressive Arts and Crafts are, but still, there's a whole lot of swimming ink for IRS to just, zoom in and get a bunch of sneaky picks off, which they're doing right now.
I agree, and that may have been partially due to the switch to Blaster, although I don't think that's really impacting their paint all that much. But IRS is getting a push-off here. Some specials on either side, a trade here, which is not too bad for IRS. Shenny able to use the nice positioning on the tower to avoid the burst bomb hitbox. There is a member of Arts and Crafts behind them. is going to pop the reef, which will shred the crab. This should be a 1v1 that is advantageous for Shenny, but they will go down. The blaster trying to camp the jump is going to fall as IRS is gliding past that second checkpoint, ever onwards towards a potential knockout.
And, you know, as I just said, now they're finally taking advantage of all that blue that they have on the floor. They have so much room to go through and kind of back up as well so they don't die. You know, IRS is currently at a lead of 13, which is a very difficult comeback. But, you know, from we've seen from the past 2 games, you know, Arts and Crafts is really good when it comes to very, you know, scary retakes, especially with that dangerous, like, Reef Slider Blaster combo. The Stringer's doing a really good job on trying to push them away, but I think does get killed here. Oh, stays alive, actually, anyways.
Yeah, I thought so too, but that was some nice maneuvering work by Rem as you see the specials coming out. 57 seconds left. This is a big opportunity for Arts and Crafts to try and take this lead back, which, like you said, is very daunting. But 1 will go down on either side. The Slosher will go down. 3 will be down. Only the Blaster is left trying to contest up here. They do get a pick, but man, you feel like this Blaster's probably going to get rushed down. They do, and Arts and Crafts really has to pull something together here in the final seconds. Do you think they can do it?
Sadly, I don't think they can do it because they don't have a Reslider nor a Trizuka to like really help get rid of them. And with 28 seconds or 30 seconds left, it might be a little difficult. Those Tri-Strikes are trying their best, but didn't do too much against IRS. And that whale is very dangerous. If they can pull off a Trizuka Reslider combo in the last moments, which that Trizuka gets ran down immediately, I don't think Arts and Crafts can make a immediate retake at all.
It looks like IRS is about to make this set very interesting. With the trade on the jet there, 2 seconds left. They get the tower. They are on the tower with an insane double at the end there. And wow, we have a set here, folks. We are headed to a game for some life on the side of IRS here. And next up is a very quick, very fast-paced game that we were talking about a little bit earlier off the record, a Humpback Rainmaker. Who do you think this one favors?
In my opinion, this could really go either way with how Humpback is made. You could feel like you're winning in 1 second, and the next second you lose immediately. Humpback is a very either-or game. It really just depends on who... It really depends on your surroundings. You really have to know on like when someone is near your base. Because that's why I feel like I struggle with a lot on Humpback, is that people can get into your spawn immediately and you won't notice because that's a very, like, it's a very linear thing to notice, you know?
I agree completely. I think that, you know, the optimal route is linear, but there are some long flank opportunities on this map. So it's going to be interesting to see what teams opt for here. The comps have mostly settled down between games 2 and 3. Do you think we're going to see any big changes for this one?
As I don't remember much from the last comp, I'm sorry, but from what I've seen, that Reef Slider was very dangerous. And if they do bring back S-Blast, that's also good for Humpback. From what I've seen, S-Blast is not... Blasters, period, aren't a bad weapon on a map like Humpback. So I wouldn't be shocked if I see if the S-Blast comes back.
I agree. I also think that the sloshers that we've seen coming out from both sides are really going to rule the roost on Humpback, just because that mid can be so easily contested. You can slosh over the hill, you can go in the trench and still be getting, you know, good damage and hitboxes on people. So I think that this game is going to really rely on how those 2 buckets are playing, or more. We might see more buckets. Who knows?
I wouldn't be shocked if I also see a Tri-Stringer. In a lot of Humpback games that I've seen over the map being released in this game, it's very common to see a Tri-Stringer, or at least like a Splatling, you know?
That's a really good point, especially because if you're thinking of bringing Charger there are so many little divots and places to hide that a Charger can't reach that a Tri-Stringer can. So I think you're onto something. Let's see if you're right. I predict the Tri-Stringer coming back. I predict some buckets, but maybe we'll be wrong. Tri-Slosh coming back. Wow. Very aggressive comp for Arts and Crafts. The Tri-Stringer's back, and we see the return of the Nautilus. This might be a great counter to all the frontline we're seeing from Arts and Crafts. What are you thinking?
Oh, this does make it really good for IRS as well, especially with that point sensor. That's very dangerous on Humpback. So IRS does have a really good fighting chance with this. They just need to really, as you can see, Arts and Crafts immediately took control over mid, like, very quickly. So you know that's already a huge advantage. But in that inkjet as well, that's a very dangerous inkjet.
I think we almost saw an inkjet triple, but we definitely saw an inkjet double there. I agree. Arts and Crafts are playing like they're ticked off that they lost game 3 and like they really, really want game 4. As you do see them go 2 down, but they're still maintaining some good pressure up here on the checkpoint. Golurk maybe in a bit of a sticky spot here with the whale and the rain coming out. Not quite able to make anything happen there. The check is broken, but that's not too hard to do on this map.
I think what IRS needs to do is they need to play like around that Nautilus a lot, because Point Sensor is a very, very good like sub on a map like Humpback with how many walls there are. So they and especially with a Trizuka on their team and a Slosher, like they really need to play around that Point Sensor a lot.
I agree completely, and you do see 2 go down for Arts and Crafts. The not trying to find a pick here is able to get a pick on the Zuka, or a chipped kill on the Zuka, as, oh, the gas and the jet combo is able to stuff them. Now, what I am most worried about here is on the side of IRS, you have Zuka, Whale, Rain, Juice, and on the other side, you have Double Jet, Crab, Zuka. One of these special comps is not like the other.
IRS definitely has more of an advantage with their special compared to Arts and Craft. While Inkjet is very deadly, that the special comp that they're running is good on Humpback, but they're just not playing together well. Like, not that they're playing bad, but they're not playing together well enough to be able to combo those specials. Where compared to Arts and Craft, the Crab Tank, the double Inkjet playing at the same time, it works. It synergizes very well.
I agree completely, so they might be in for it here, but this game is still pretty back and forth. You're seeing trades on either side. It looks like Arts and Crafts might have the ink advantage slightly, as numbers are going down. Rem is kind of stuck in mid, and they are going to be... Whoa, did they miss the Rainmaker? It looked like somebody thought they swam through it and didn't. Either way, a little miscommunication there that'll gives them a bit of time as they start their push in earnest along the street. Static going up through the whale, through the Point Sensor, is able to get the knot cleanly. That will be traded out by the bucket. The push will stop at 22. Is it a set winning push?
Probably not, because of Humpback. I think that they just need to really they need to protect that Rainmaker a lot, because Humpback is not hard to get flanked on at all. So if they protect that Rainmaker a lot, then it's easy to come back from. But it seems like IRS is struggling just a little bit to get that checkpoint.
Yeah, I agree. The frontline pressure from ANC is just insane. They're able to be, taking the same fight, pinching with each other, just on a really nice level of coordination that you don't see too often. But it looks like, man, one of them will go down the dualies. Anakin getting a nice pick. Wow, a Zuka double, I believe, and Anakin cleaning that up with the wipe. Insane. 2 doubles. The checkpoint is broken. Man, that's a scenario where you wish you had already broken the check when you get that wipe.
And this is what I mean. It's not hard to come back. You just on Humpback, because it's a very flanky map, and we see that they're already getting a lot of kills. Though I think they're struggling just a little bit to get rid of this this splatter shot. With a nice lead of 41, it's not bad, and they're still all alive in their base. Marcy does get a kill, but gets traded with the bucket, and it seems like they're backing up just a little bit away from that very dangerous Tri-Slosher. And Tetris does get the kill on the other Tri-Slosher as well.
I gotta say, the gas is really coming in clutch here. That was able to slow down IRS's front line, allow for Marcy to do the flank to draw their eyes away. Anakin will go down to the Tri-Slosh coming in. About 30 seconds left. Who do you think takes this one?
I mean, if IRS can manage to get a nice wipeout and get pretty close to the lead, then they will be able to take it. But with 20 seconds left on the board, do you think that they will be able to get that wipeout just in time?
I sure hope so, as we see the Jet coming out. The Jet is able to pick the rain on what was probably its final shot. 2 will go down for IRS. It looks like a dire situation here. They have the rain. The Rainmaker has been grabbed. The Zuka and the Jet is coming out again. The other one, overtime, numbers disadvantage for IRS. This could be the set. Marcy is sweeping in to try and get the kill. Is going to get picked off as Alexis is going to try and defend this Rainmaker. Will go down. Things have evened out miraculously.
Oh,
the
no!
Oh wow, the Doolies are gonna come in to give Arts and Crafts the set win as they punch their ticket to grand finals.
I can definitely feel the adrenaline coming from IRS. Iris did a really great job on pushing arts and crafts away. It's just those dualies were very dangerous. We seen multiple times in games where they were able to get like game winning flanks.
Yeah, it's honestly pretty impressive to see. If it's not Marcy getting you on the shot, it's Static coming in. If it's not Static, it's Golurk coming in, and you just never know where the offense is going to come from Arts and Crafts, and they're doing a really nice job of, if somebody's maybe having a slacky game, somebody else is picking up the slack. I'm really liking what I'm seeing on the team coordination level from their frontline shooters. And let's take a look at how the rest of the tournament is going. We've got half of our grand final set up. Arts and Crafts will be heading there as a relative unknown to From the Ink Up, at least as a group together. Meanwhile, we have our fan favorite, Josephilopod Joe Starfish, and our other newcomers, Valence, deadlocked 2-2, heading to a game 5 to see who will play against Arts and Crafts. We will be back with an absolutely stellar From the Ink Up 40 grand finals that you will not want to miss. We'll see you soon. Good evening from the Ink Up viewers, and welcome to one of the most hype grand final sets that this tournament has seen in quite some time, at least on paper. We have in one corner Jocephalopod Joe Starfish, perennial #1 seed of From the Ink Up, and in the other corner we have Arts and Crafts, some players who have been around in this scene before, but as a team, they seem to be relatively new, and they've made it all the way to grand finals in Gold Bracket. Welcome again. I am Sofa King. I've got Lucky here by my side. Lucky, what are your early thoughts on this set?
It seems that JoJo is definitely seems to be a commentator and a streamer favorite. And from what I've seen, Arts and Crafts are doing really good, especially from last game. They were able to dominate very well, so I'm excited to see these two teams play against each other.
We have seen Arts and Crafts on stream twice. We saw them clutch out a set in round 1 against Midsalia. We saw them just last round able to dispatch IRS. But man, if you're JoJo, you gotta think that this week is your week. Your mortal nemesis from the last couple From the Ink Ups, Ra, is finally gone. Theoretically, nothing should be in your way to take this tournament. Not only this set, this tournament that you have been grinding for quite some time. You see the rosters here. We've got Saphira, Cobris, Zigzam, Color, the Classic Four. On the other side, some of these great offensive players that we've seen from Arts and Crafts. Who do you think is the biggest threat to JoJo for this set, Lucky?
I would both definitely say Golurk. I mean, from what we've seen, Golurk is a very frontline type of player, and they managed to get like I'm trying to think of the word, but they get rewarded for playing frontline, and they do it very well.
I agree. We saw some terrific coordination coming out of them. They weren't always doing that all frontline comp, but in the most recent game, you know, when they were trying to get that set win on Humpback, we certainly saw it. And first up is going to be something that's not so fast, not so frantic. Ship-shaped cargo, splat zones. What do you think is going to be the key to winning on this one? One of the newest maps in the game.
So far from my experience of ship shape, I have learned that definitely ranging is a huge factor in this map. Like definitely, especially when it comes to heavy edit splatlings, which we do see an E-leader coming out, which is very fascinating. And we also see a ballpoint and a T-Tech, so this is a very interesting comp.
I agree. We're seeing some pretty balanced comps, one backline on either side. Otherwise, you know, Zuka coming out from each side. The Tetras on A and C might be a factor, as JoJo is going to be fighting early on in the zone here. You see Color hiding an early trade. My goodness, I'm just so hyped for this set as JoJo with the early numbers disadvantage. You see Marcy piercing into the court there, a crucial trade as A and C will take early advantage in the zone.
We see that the E-leader does get a very good really close snipe on the Tetras, and then gets another snipe on I'm not sure what that is, but that was still a really good snipe. We see that I think this is JoJo trying to get Cap on 2 zones and gets very close, and does make them lose control and does get Cap just at 51 coming from Arts and Crafts.
Insane, strong start from Arts and Crafts. But you see JoJo's learning their tendencies now. You see they're able to pick off static dropping early on. They're able to kind of work around Golurk sloshes, and now they are taking control. A nice push from Arts and Crafts, but you see Color under here lurking. You see a jet coming out from Squid that Color just chooses to ignore as Marcy is pinched instantly for a nice trade. The ballpoint will go down, and it looks like Color is going to sneak away as JoJo will take the lead here.
That was a very nice lead coming from JoJo. We see Slider come out and takes that point immediately, but I think JoJo does get this back. I can tell that Arts and Crafts are very scared of that E-leader. I mean, that E-leader is very deadly. You know, you just see that laser just pointing at people. I mean, what can you even do against that? With JoJo having a lead of like 15 with 15 seconds left on the board, can Arts and Crafts get this cap back before they win? 5 seconds left, and I think JoJo does take this first game. Very nice,
Well
JoJo.
done. Wow. a shaky start, right? They may not have been ready right away for Arts and Crafts aggression that we saw, but man, once they locked down, they did it cleanly and they executed well. Nice game one to JoJo. We're heading to Mako Mart Tower Control next, which we've seen already, at least one time today on stream, potentially more. My memory is leaving me. But what do you think these teams need to do for Mako Mart Tower? Most importantly, what does Arts and Crafts need to adjust to JoJo?
Okay, what I can definitely say, first of all, is that E-Leader is very deadly. Like, I don't even think they managed to get a kill on that E-Leader. If my memory serves me right, I don't think they could get a kill on that E-Leader. So we can already tell that E-Leader is very deadly. So they just definitely need a sniper counter if JoJo does decide to keep their same comp that they're doing.
I agree completely, especially when you consider that I'm no E-Leader player, but I've heard from my E-Leader player on my team that ship shape feels a little bit icky on leader. You don't really have super good angles. So if we take that leader and we put it on Mako, a map that is better for leader, my goodness, I'm a little bit concerned about how Arts and Crafts is going to be able to counter Saf. But we're going to... Whoa, time machine. I think we already did that one. Interesting.
Little slip up.
Well, no worries. We'll hang tight and wait for them to get the right map mode selected. Whoever's hosting has maybe got a little bit of an itchy trigger finger, but no worries at all. So for Mako Mart Tower, anyways, what do you think is the key to winning for either side? Doesn't matter what the comp is. What's the most important thing that a team has to do here?
Definitely synergy. I feel like no matter what mode or map you're playing, synergy is a very important thing. And if you are in a VC together, you must talk to your teammate. That is a way to get a guaranteed win. Like, if you're talking to each other and communicating with each other consistently about if you're flanking or if you're gonna try to go cap zone, then it makes a game way easier to try to win, or at least, put a little fight into.
I agree completely. I also think that the Slosher is going to be a good pick here. These ledges are, very easily manipulated by a Slosher. I think that on Tower in particular, you're going to see that crucial path between the first and second checkpoint when it's going by that plat. That's going to be kind of the area where you're probably going to get your game-winning push if both teams are on point. But man, I'm just interested to see how these teams adapt, because we know that against IRS, Arts and Crafts was adapting their comp quite a bit to what the other team was doing. So I don't anticipate this team to roll over just because they're playing the favorites.
JoJo does have a little bit of a disadvantage here because Arts and Crafts have already played this exact mode and map. So, we're gonna see if Arts and Crafts brings back the same comp that I've already played on this map.
Yeah, I'm interested to see, especially since it worked well for them. You have to assume that both these teams are game planning, are getting ready for this next map. I think that, there's so many different angles you can take to mid. While leader is good here, there's lots of ways to hide from it, so they've got their options to try and displace Saf. Marcy, though, with that Zuka, I'm interested in. It hasn't come alive in game one, but it's coming. At some point, like our previous commentators were talking about, that Zuka Lotto, that gotcha machine Zuka, is going to make an appearance at some point. And we shall see if it'll be enough for Arts and Crafts to take a game.
As a Trizuka pro, I definitely feel like, I'm not sure who was playing on the Trizuka, but they were playing very well with Trizuka. Like, they were remembering that Trizuka is a projectile type special and using it to their advantage.
100%. As you see color swapping to machine for tower control, which makes sense. It'll give JoJo a double GG with the strikes. As we are early on, JoJo in the blue, A and C in the pink here. You do see a Wiper coming out in early trade. What are the weapons to watch here, do you think, in this game?
I'm thinking that E-Leader, because as much as easy it is to hide from E-Leader, it's not as easy trying to play on tower, especially on Mako Mart with how open it is. I mean, as we see, E-Leader already gets a pick off on the person on tower, and Wiper seems to be in danger right now, trying to run away from the E-Leader and the pushing teammates as well.
100%. As you see the jet landing without finding too much, AC is now down one, traded out. We've got the jumps coming in. The Zuka is able to find Golurk up on the tower. And wow, the members of ANC are just dropping like flies. A nice defense from JoJo here as you see color coming up on that stack. And my goodness, how did they lay down so much ink so quickly as they're going to be able to try and cruise this tower to the checkpoint? Trades are good for JoJo right now, but that's not one on the left side as Marcy's going to come sweeping in with a double, is going to stop the tower, dodging Wavebreaker, dodging Booyah, and will go down as I believe that's Golurk is the only one up left, forced to scramble back.
We see that wait, Golurk. Anyways, we see that Arts and Crafts has a nice lead of 69, which is very nice. Though JoJo does get a wipeout on Arts and Crafts, and is now getting ready to take that first checkpoint.
Yeah, I don't know why I said Golurk. My bad. I think I just couldn't read. Either way, 2 will go down on the side of Arts and Crafts. JoJo cruising to a lead. Now we see Golurk coming in on the plat, and we do see Kobrisk getting a nice trade there to kind of maintain this pressure. Color is going to be getting the Booyah Bomb ready to try and potentially secure a knockout here. If they play their cards right, they are going to get cleanly picked by Golurk, who's going to be sweeping in. The last one is Kobrisk, a wipeout for the side of Arts and Crafts. But my goodness, 15 is going to be tough to beat.
That is, as you said, that is going to be very tough to beat. Especially with that dangerous E-leader there. I'm not sure how Arts and Crafts can try to get rid of that E-leader so they have a clean push in. Ooh, that Inkjet might be able to just do the trick. And down goes the E-leader from the Inkjet. And just nearly escapes the Inkjet spawn or jump. And then ANC is now just currently riding tower to try to beat that 15 lead, which is going to be a little difficult.
I agree. Very cleanly played in mid by ANC. And you see Golurk kind of coming off to the side, but their teammates are going down. And now the shot, Marcy, is going to be the last one left. Marcy will also go down. This Wiper is getting kind of pinched. And wow, every time that it seems like ANC is getting some kind of advantage, JoJo is just able to systematically find out who they need to pick and do it in that order. Just impressive stuff to see as JoJo gets another double on their side.
JoJo is doing very well of I'm sorry, I'm trying to think of the word, adjusting to the way that Arts and Crafts plays, and it seems like Arts and Crafts is struggling a little bit to adjust to JoJo's play style, especially when they're adjusting to them, you know? It's a little difficult to try to fight back against. Currently, it seems that JoJo is starting to get pushed back into their spawn a little bit, and ANC is just trying to create some mid space for them with T-Tech coming in around the left side.
I agree completely, and I think that what you're seeing here is a similar thing to what we saw against IRS. Is Arts and Crafts does have the more aggressive specials. JoJo is able to counter that by just being more coordinated, as they are, able to take down 3 of Arts and Crafts. Once again, a wipeout for JoJo. Whereas it mattered earlier, it's not mattering as much now just because the team play from JoJo is so dang strong. You've got 50 seconds remaining. They have 2 Booyahs on the side of JoJo, and 3 are down. You blink, and it's another wipeout for JoJo. Holy moly. Could it be more obvious, folks, that they want this tournament win badly?
I don't think Arts and Crafts can come back in this game. I mean, if they can be able to get a very long drawn out overtime, then there could be a possibility. But with JoJo just keep coming back from spawn and getting 2 kills at a time, wow, it was a very great T-Tech play. I don't think the Arts and Crafts can get a comeback from this. With 10 seconds left on the board in a lead of 15, this is going to be a difficult retake.
Oh, yeah. And whoa, another white. I think that was the strikes or a bomb or something. And my goodness, once again, JoJo with the staunch defense, just the insane coordination to know exactly when and where your teammates are moving. It is a sight to see. And JoJo takes the 2-0 lead. They are inches away from eternal, from the Ink Up glory. Do you think Arts and Crafts has anything up their sleeve for Scorch Gorge Rainmaker, or do you think that their goose might be cooked? Because remember, the one game that IRS beat them in was also Rainmaker. Is this a weak mode for them?
Maybe. I'm not I'm not fully sure. I mean, Arts and Crafts did win that. I think they won that Rainmaker game, right? On Humpback.
No, that was the one that IRS won on Humpback. Or wait, I missed. No,
Yeah.
that was their set win. What am I
Yeah.
thinking? I'm sorry, gang. That was their set win. So on the contrary, this may be a mode that's leaning into Arts and Crafts' strengths. Forget I said anything about it being a weak mode for them. You definitely didn't hear that. So what are our thoughts on Arts and Crafts' chances in that light?
Well, it seems like even JoJo seemed to beat their best comp that they were able to bring out. So this is definitely a little heartbreaking for Arts and Crafts. But I mean, I think that with a map like Scorch Gorge, they could make a crazy comeback if they just deal with that E-Leader. Because I think even they know that that E-Leader is very dangerous, no matter what the map or the mode is. And especially with Rainmaker, that is very dangerous.
Here's the big question, though. Do you think that swapping off of the leader because it's Humpback is a bad idea? Because I can see how a team might be tempted to do that. Might say, well, leader might not be as good on Humpback. It's easier to get rushed down. But I think I agree with you that Saf is just doing such a good job with it that maybe you want to just stay.
Do you mean Scorch?
Yes, Scorched, yes. Wow, I'm getting turned around. I'm just so excited with this set. Either way, the point remains that leader in a Rainmaker game does slow things down. And some teams might be tempted to swap. I don't think they should.
As much as it slows it down, you can say the same for splat zones as well. It really just depends on your teammates. I mean, if you're playing E-Leader and you're able to get picks off, you can leave it to your 3 other teammates to deal with that the Rainmaker. And we see that they do end up keeping that E-Leader. Oh, but they also bring out Tetras and a Nautilus as well. This could and a ballpoint as well. This could prove some difficulty for that E-Leader.
Well, if it isn't Humpback Pump Track, my favorite map. No, I'm just kidding. We do see 2 go down immediately on the side of Arts and Crafts. 3, the Nod is the only one left. And JoJo again is continuing their wipeout streak from before. My goodness, they can smell this first place trophy, and they have already broken the checkpoint on Rainmaker Scorch.
We see that. I mean, I'm telling you, those Tetras and that E-Leader are deadly. They have been going kill for kill on almost every single game. It is very, very scary.
You see Static is the last one alive here, but behind them, the Rainmaker's being run. Everybody else has gone. Some great patience by the Rainmaker to not run into that suction bomb, but they're going to try and get a nice score here, getting it all the way up to 13, gouging Arts and Crafts. My goodness, in the first minute of the game, Arts and Crafts is now fighting for their lives in this tournament.
This could be very difficult for Arts and Crafts. I mean, if you think about it, they're not even on the leaderboard as well. So this could prove some difficulty to try to get that lead of 13 already in the first 3 minutes of a game.
And if you're JoJo, you hear the We Are the Champion playing in the background of your head. You're up 2-0. All you got to do is stall the Rainmaker for a little while your front lines like Kobrisk are getting some insane picks. The more amount of every time that wipeout appears across the screen, you got to feel their hearts are swelling with pride as 2 more go down. Golurk will go down as well. This could even be a knockout right here, right now. Wow, JoJo, congratulations on not only a 3-0, but a decisive sweep to take the From the Ink Up 40 crown.
And that was amazingly played by JoJo. They with multiple wipeouts and just those front lines being very dangerous. I mean, that splatter shot T-Tech combo is very scary. That's a very exciting game.
Low-level players, let this be a lesson to you that there is no timetable for success. If you continue grinding the game, if you continue playing the game with your teammates the right way, you will find that success that you're looking for. And Jocephalopod Joe Starfish is your epitome of that example. They have been on this From the Ink Up grind for a while, and that is not meant as a discouragement of any kind. They have, been doing things the right way. They've been grinding, and here they are, finally alone at the top with an impressive, dominant tournament run. able to take down Valence 3-2 in the semifinals, a couple of close sets earlier, but they left no question about it in grand finals. And huge props to them. I gotta believe that VC is going crazy right now.
And and Arts and Crafts did really well. I mean, especially coming from a game like IRS State. As much as getting 3-0 is heartbreaking, they still did an amazing job fighting against JoJo, and I believe that this is a very great learning moment for Arts and Crafts. They go into their team server and they talk about what they did wrong and what they did right, and they build up from this. So the next time they come into from the Ink Up, they can do even better than last time.
I agree completely. There's nowhere to go but up for Arts and Crafts. Huge props to them for assembling this team of players and able to get as far as they did. Heck, if the only team that's beating you is the team that's been doing this for months on end, that's a really good sign for Arts and Crafts heading into our next tournament. But my goodness, what an event. What a terrific tournament, top to bottom. I think we had some crazy sets. Not a whole lot of sweeps. The last one might have been, but overall, some pretty close games. Congratulations. Once again, our deepest congratulations to the winners of From the Ink Up, Joe Cephalopod, Joe Starfish. We would be remiss if we didn't mention our silver and bronze bracket winners. We do have in the finals for silver Fried Calamari versus Jellyfish Jam over in bronze bracket. We have Jam up 2-1 over the Hive Mind. What is with these Jam themed teams doing well in our other brackets today? That's interesting. But either way, Lucky, where can we find you between now and your next appearance on the mic?
You can find me on my Twitter at lucky_goober. I post there occasionally, and I would love to meet some new friends.
Heck yeah, that's what it's all about. And my name, once again, is Sofa King. I'm the captain of the Whip Rays. I can be found on Twitter at Sofa King Stream. I gotta say, for this milestone tournament, it's been really nice to see From the Ink Up transforming itself into a true mainstay of the low-level tournament community. Thank you all so much for joining us for From the Ink Ups 1 through 40, and we sincerely hope you'll stick around for the next 40. We will be back at it again before long in a few weeks. From the Ink Up 41. Until then, have a great night, everybody.
Have a great night.